Coming up on the pregame Tomahawk Talk, it's been a long 2 days without Bourne Braves baseball. The last time they played was on Tuesday against the Falmouth Commodores at Gov Fuller Field when they fell 13-9, but they picked things back up today at McKeon Park against the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, another top team in the West Division. Coming up later on in the show, you're going to hear from the field manager Scott Landers, outfielder Matt Bolton from Binghamton, and the Bourne Braves beat reporter Nate Laird. It's the Tomahawk Talk, and it starts right now.
Left field, back on it, the left fielder approaches. It drops before the wall. Cooney scores. Shifts it from third, around, touches home, and the Bourne Braves have the lead.
Welcome into McKeon Park for today's pregame Tomahawk Talk. I'm your host, Kaydence Kilhof, joined by Kasey, Kazliner, and Devon, Jarvis a few moments before the Bourne Braves take on the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Guys, we haven't had any games for 2 days, but whenever we did on Tuesday, the Braves fell to the Falmouth Commodores 13-9, and really nothing was sticking for them.
Yeah, the Braves couldn't find a rhythm against the Commodores last time out on Tuesday. 10 runs early, unanswered by the Braves, just not able to be come back on. Despite the Braves scoring 9 runs themselves, they allow just a few more. They limit the damage, but again, this Braves team can't allow a start like that. They've got to come out today against their biggest opponent of the season, likely in the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, today's specific game, and come out with a win if they want to hold position 1 of the West Division.
Yeah, Hyannis has been playing some of its best baseball right now. 3 consecutive wins. We know that these teams have had some really good battles all season, and the Braves got the best of the Harbor Hawks the last time these two teams played, but it's a 3-point difference right now. Probably some of the closest it's been all season since the beginning of the year, and the Braves have to take care of business. This is a very hitter-friendly park, but we know that the rain and the weather has done some damage to it the past few days. You can't make errors. You can't be overly cautious either, because you have to be able to be focused against a team that's given you trouble before.
And Falmouth is also a top team in the West Division, and it's been a while since they played each other, so let's take a look at the highlights from Tuesday. Falmouth is the team that started hot and stayed hot pretty much the entire game, and it all started in the bottom of the first. Tommy Harrison single starts things off, and Matthew Farner comes right back out, singles one more time, and Falmouth already up 2 before Gavin Greger comes out and hits another single, and just like that, Falmouth up 4-0 going into the 5th inning. Falmouth is the team that started things out hot. Tommy Harrison starts with a single, and soon after, Matthew Farmer comes out. He singles on his own, and right after that, Gavin Greger singles on a ground ball to Matt Bolton, and just like that, Falmouth up 4-0. They add 2 more in the bottom of the second, and going into the 5th, they're up by 8. But it doesn't end there. Another single puts them up to 9, and Braden Jeffries back out once again, and Falmouth up 10-0. Bourne doesn't produce much offensively until the top of the 6th inning, but when they do, things really start to pick up. Luke Costello comes out. He singles on a line drive to center field, and Riker Waite scores, advances Rustin Rigdon to third, but Josiah Overbeek, with his first home run of the season in deep center field, man oh man was he waiting for that. A pretty powerful guy just waiting to get his hands on that ball. And Matt Bolton comes right back out himself, a home run of his own, his first of the season, and he's the guy that's been here this entire campaign, and he was waiting for that one too. But Falmouth responds fast, a home run from Tommy Harrison, and Falmouth is up 13-5 from the 2-run homer. The Braves try and rally in the top of the 9th, and Rustin Rigdon starts things out. He singles on a line drive. Luke Costello reaches on a fielding error when the game could have ended right there, and right after that, Josiah Overbeek walks, and the Braves really have a chance of coming back after this one. A wild pitch scores Rustin Rigdon, and the Braves are only down by 4, and now it's Elliot Medlock's turn to shine. He comes out with 2 outs in the top of the 9th, and this could tie things up with a grand slam, but he can't get the job done, and the Braves end the game down 13-9. The Braves scoreless for the first 5 innings of this game, but the unsung hero of the matchup for Bourne was Josiah Overbeek with that home run, and Matt Bolton coming right back out and hitting a home run of his own, and he's a guy that's been waiting for that opportunity. But overall, the Braves didn't have that bad of a game. They struggled in the first part of the matchup, but after that, they were pretty much cruising. It was just those first few innings that hit them, and they couldn't come back from that.
Yeah, you take away the first 5 innings, and this game looks a lot different than it finished. It would be a 9-4 final in favor of the Braves. But of course, those are still going to be extremely impactful innings. And for Tyler Baird, he wants to likely remove them from his memory, keep pushing forward as he's going to be a playoff starter for this Bourne Braves team. But overall, you can't allow the production you did from the Falmouth offense early in this game, especially for a Bourne Braves roster that we pride as and see them as one of the best pitching staffs in the entire Cape Cod Baseball League, and in the month of July, the best pitching staff in the entire Cape Cod Baseball League. If they want to hold that moniker, it's going to have to come day in, day out, and especially this weekend. 5 games in 3 days is going to test your pitching staff to its upper limits, and the teams that come out this weekend with the best record are the ones that are going to pitch the best. I guarantee it. The ERA will match up with the record after this weekend.
I think it's baseball, right? Sometimes you dig yourself into a hole that you just can't climb out of, and that's what happened against Falmouth for the Braves. You go down 10-0, you're threatened to be run ruled. It's not a clean game from the start, and I think that's a testament to what you're talking about. The starting pitching on Bourne has not been the same necessarily that it was earlier in the season. Guys like Austin Musso, Tyler Baird, Aiden Stillman have struggled out of the gate. The bullpen has done a pretty solid job of picking them back up. The bullpen in this game only allowing a few runs as opposed to Tyler Baird's struggling start. So you'll take that, but I think it just shows that some of these better bullpen arms, to your point, going into the postseason are likely going to be starters for a lot of teams, not just the Bourne Braves. As we've talked about this before, bullpen is so important in the Cape Cod Baseball League, but more importantly, when we get to the postseason, starting pitching to set the tone is so important, unlike how the Braves did against Falmouth.
And against Hyannis today, the Braves are really going to have to pick up that offensive production, especially because they're only playing 7 innings.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The Hyannis Harbor Hawks coming off their 3rd consecutive win, this time, though, against the Cotuit Kettleers. We pick things up in the bottom of the second. J.J. Moran with a solo blast to left field gives Cotuit a 1-0 lead, and the Kettleers desperately needing a win to help stay alive at the bottom of the West standings. Clay Thompson, though, for Hyannis, just a half inning later, singles up the middle to tie the game up at 1, and the Hyannis Harbor Hawks were not done in that same inning. A double, barely fair down the right field line for Tyler Lang, brings in 2 runs. It's now 3-1 Hyannis, and the Harbor Hawks take a lead they would never give up. Top of the 4th inning now, Jack Jimenez grounds into a double play. A good situation if you're the Cotuit defense with the bases loaded, but you give up a run, and it's 4-1 Harbor Hawks. The Hawks weren't done. In the top of the 6th inning, Jimenez singles, bringing in yet another run. It's 5-1 Harbor Hawks, and Cotuit would have a little bit of a response in the bottom of the 8th inning. Isaac Sturgis with a ground out that brings in a run, but when it's all said and done, the Harbor Hawks take a 5-2 win over the Cotuit Kettleers. Both starting pitchers went 3 or fewer innings, setting up the bullpen for what was a pretty close game at Lowell Park, but a huge win for Hyannis, now just 3 points back of the Bourne Braves for the top spot in the Western Division.
And the Harbor Hawks are a team that really has the advantage coming into today. It's their home field. They're coming off 2 wins, and the Braves are really going to have to lock in for the win today.
It'll be an interesting one for the Braves today. You've got Hyannis right now at 1 p.m. You go to 7 p.m. Wareham about an hour from here. It's going to be a hectic day for everybody involved in both organizations. For the Braves, they just have to take it one game at a time, and specifically this Hyannis Harbor Hawks matchup set to be the most important game of the Braves season. Right now, 3 points separate first-place Braves and second-place Harbor Hawks. And if they want to host home field throughout the entire West Division playoffs, it starts with winning today's game. It's not going to be easy, though.
It's going to be a hectic game, and we're going to keep talking about it on the pregame Tomahawk Talk. Coming up, you're going to get a ton of interviews from the Bourne Braves beat reporter Nate Laird, the player Matt Bolton, and field manager Scott Landers. We'll be right back.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Devon Jarvis alongside Scott Landers ahead of Hyannis and Bourne, set to square off for the final time this regular season. Skip, an unorthodox weekend coming up. 5 games in 3 days with 2 off days unexpectedly to prepare for it. How have you seen this final stretch coming for your team?
It's kind of a disaster, but we've had 2 days off. I think it really affects our pitching more than anything, being into the playoffs already, but we got to schedule it accordingly and do the right things for our guys and set us up for the playoffs and still win games.
It's never easy to have this many games in such a short amount of time, like you said, for your pitching staff. What has been your message to them heading into this weekend?
I haven't said too much. We got to go play good baseball and get ready for the playoffs, but at the same time, we got to rest some guys. So it's a double-edged sword, but we have to get off to a good start and just keep grinding through the weekend.
Offensively, that's going to be the goal, getting out to a good start. Recently, we've seen some up performances, some down performances, but specifically, when you look at the losses of Blake Schaff, Andrew Costello, and now Josiah Overbeek, have you seen anybody on this team step up and realize somebody needs to step up big time for their absences?
Yeah, I think their at-bats are all getting better. Even the stats don't show it, but Berkeley's been swinging a hot bat. It as crazy as that sounds, but he's been on the barrel. He just hasn't had a lot of luck, and having Riker back for a couple games now, and those other guys getting more at bats, they're going to have to step up. So we don't have an option.
It's funny to call vintage Riker the performance we saw on Tuesday, since he's still so young in his career. But how great was it to see that from him on Tuesday, multi-hit with great defense?
Yeah, I think you always wonder, is he tired or whatever. He had a long summer being here and then going to Cary for USA and then going to Taiwan, but he had a week and a half off at home and he looks great.
It's going to be a tough one later today against Wareham as well. How do you see the importance of these specific games in search of another one seed, just like you did in 2025?
Today's big. This game's really big. They're in division, and we just got to go one game at a time. If we take care of business today, then it sets us up for the rest of the weekend.
Before we let you go, we won't be seeing you this weekend handing the reins to Ed Blankmeyer. He's probably the most qualified guy you could hand it to, but any words of advice for a guy who's been around the block in this situation?
No, man, that guy teaches me more than I teach him. So the team's in good hands. I'll be out of here after tomorrow's first game, and I got to go watch my son play at Cooperstown, which is a great experience for him and for myself being a dad. But the team's in great hands with those guys. I got no worries.
Well, Skip, thank you very much, and good luck today against Hyannis.
Appreciate it.
Thank you to Devon and Scott Landers. I'm now joined by the Bourne Braves beat reporter Nate Laird. Nate, we've got a guy in Aiden Stillman starting on the mound for the Braves today, and he's the guy we've seen a lot of this summer, but how's he been playing?
Yeah, that's right. The lefty out of Vanderbilt making his 5th start of the season. Last time a rough go-around against Katuitt in his last start. Didn't make it out of the first inning. Gave up 2 hits, 4 earned runs. The big killer in that one was 5 walks. He had a bounce-back performance out of the bullpen Landers brought him out of against Brewster, where he threw a scoreless inning. Kind of got his confidence going again. We'll see if he can control his pitches today.
And today against the Harbor Hawks is definitely the kind of game for Stillman to have that breakthrough starting outing. But who's on the bump for the Harbor Hawks, Nate?
Oh, familiar arm for the Braves, Jonah Barkoff, lefty out of Oregon. He last pitched against the Braves in their matchup last week. He had 4 scoreless innings in that one, gave up 5 hits, no earned runs. Really solid outing there for him.
All right, Nate, so we don't have a lot of players on this Brave squad anymore. We've got about 10 position players, but do you have any of them to watch in today's game?
I think they're all just going to have to work together to get some hits today. No one in particular to watch for, but a lot of guys that are going to get meaningful time today. You got 2 games, 16 innings at least to go. So only 10 position players, like you said, and the only guy on the bench for this first game, Bryce Estep's going to be catching in game 2. So not really any sub options today. You'll have to watch out. I'll tell Coach Landers if he needs. One of us broadcasters or beat reporters can get in there for him. But I just think the whole offense has to get going today, something that we saw in their last game, but before that we struggled a little bit.
And usually the Braves need all 9 innings to pull out a win today, but they're only playing 7 since today is a remake day. So what do the Braves really need to focus in on to get the win earlier on in the game?
Well, I think pitching is going to be a big deal in this one. Stillman struggled in his last start. He's got to hold the Harbor Hawks off the board for a lot of this game if they want a chance. We know the Braves offense has really struggled scoring early in the game, especially in big numbers. So you're going to need to put up a couple zeros for Stillman on the board today.
We look for a guy in Stillman to step up on the mound, and we look for a guy in Matt Bolton that's been here all summer long to step up to the plate as well, and I get to speak to him coming up. It's almost game time between the Bourne Braves and the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, but before then, the outfielder from Binghamton, Matt Bolton, joins me in the pregame Tomahawk Talk. Matt, you had some unexpected off days for the past couple days. Your games got rained out. What did you do in your free time?
Basically just rested my body and got myself ready for today's game because I knew we had 2 double headers coming, so I mean just as much rest as I can to be able to play in those games.
Do you think having back-to-back off days more helps or hurts the Braves' momentum and consistency?
I think it does both. I mean, it can hurt us because we didn't play that many games going into these games, so I mean getting those off days really helps our bodies and makes us focus on the incoming games.
On Tuesday, you hit your first home run of the season. What was going through your head when you were running the bases?
I was just glad I finally got it out of the way, so I didn't have a 0 home run stat line at the end of the season.
It's been a while since we talked. The last time we talked was in a pregame show at the very beginning of the season. So how have you felt yourself grow as a player since then?
I mean, I feel great. Just getting to face the pitchers like from different schools, face higher velo than in the America East. It's a great experience, and it can make me better for when I go back to school.
And how have you adjusted yourself to that?
I mean, there's a lot of ups and downs. So just knowing that you can get out of a struggle and get hot again makes it a lot better.
And today against Hyannis, this game is pretty important. If you guys get the win, then you help secure your top spot in the West Division, and you're closer to getting that done. So how important is it that you guys get the win today, and how important would it be to have that top spot in the West Division?
It's very important. We want that 1 seed, play at home in front of the home fans. So I mean, just getting that today and working hard and staying to what our approach is a big part.
And what can you guys do to snag that win? Because so far your record against them this season is 2-2.
Just stay within ourselves, do what we can do, pass the baton, and just score runs.
All right, Matt, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Life can be full of surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always ready to support you when you need it. With an Eastern Propane and Oil technician on the way, your family's comfort is our priority. Our local team, over 500 strong, ensures your home is comfortable and warm. Eastern Propane and Oil, a local team with 24/7 service and delivery, ensuring comfort when you need it most.
Welcome back into the pregame Tomahawk Talk here at McKeon Park. I'm Kaydence Kilhof, joined by Devon, Jarvis, and Kasey, Kazliner. And guys, the Braves typically need all 9 innings to try and take the win most days. Now that they're only playing 7 today, what do they really need to focus in on for a W?
They need to approach this game like every inning matters just a little bit more. You're losing 2 innings in the end, and you mentioned it very well. The Braves are a team that erupts late. You have to act like the 6th inning is the 8th and the 7th is the 9th, especially knowing that you have a game coming up later today against Wareham. You're also on the road, and you have to be able to conserve your bullpen to the fullest extent if you want to try to take both wins today. Both wins would be huge for the Braves, just separating themselves in the standing. We didn't really talk about Falmouth a whole lot. The Commodores are only 5 points back of the Braves after defeating them just a few days ago. The Braves need to keep this division intact with a couple of wins today, act like every game is kind of a wild card type of setting.
If any regular season game has been a playoff game so far this year, it's this one today. It's going to be for the division likely. You wouldn't be surprised to see whoever wins this one come out on top with the West Division first seed. And for the Braves, like you said, Kasey, a little bit more urgency to every single inning here. You want to see also the pitchers be very efficient. Ideally, just 2 pitchers after the start from Aiden Stillman, and that's how you're going to get the best weekend possible. Again, 5 games in 3 days is a grueling stretch, but it starts with a clean game 1, and each game is going to piggyback off the next one, understanding how you can approach the rest of this weekend efficiently. Aiden Stillman's going to have to go out there and break the mold from what he's shown in recent appearances. He needs to be more efficient in today's game. Last time out, around 50 pitches in 1 inning. Can't have that. Got to go out there and be excellent.
But on the side of the position players, we've talked all about losing top players like Blake Schaff and Andrew Costello. And for the past few days, the Braves haven't been able to snag a win with those players being gone. So how can we expect the position players to come into today and try and fill those shoes in?
I think you saw a glimpse of it on Tuesday against Falmouth. Again, 9 runs is nothing to look at and be disappointed in despite the loss. You had homers from Matt Bolton as well as Josiah Overbeek. Those are guys who need to step up. Players who have had a solid role with this team now have the opportunity to step step up and be the main guy on this squad. Again, a great game from Riker Waite last Tuesday against Falmouth. You need to see him continue to pick it up, maybe find some doubles, some extra base hits, and be the Riker Waite we knew and loved from last season as well, just as he showed glimpses of on Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a major difference between good hitters and scary hitters. There's guys that some pitchers are just afraid to face because they can do damage every single time. And I think Blake Schaff and Andrew Costello kind of were those guys. So to your point, guys need to step up and be that scary hitter that we haven't really seen from recently. And like you said, 9 runs is nothing to scoff at by any means. But when you go down early like that, it feels like you're crawling out of a hole, like we talked about already. So again, you have to be able to step up and make sure guys have each other, 1 through 9.
Well, very soon we're going to find out if any players on this Brave squad are going to step up. We're coming up against game time. Thank you so much for joining us in the pregame Tomahawk Talk. Coming up after the break, you'll hear these guys on the call and catch me on the sidelines.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Welcome to Bourne.
75 degrees and sunny in Hyannis. Much different weather than we've seen the past few days on Cape Cod. Showers in the area, but finally a nice day, and finally a day for baseball. The Braves coming off back-to-back off days. It's the first of a doubleheader today for the Bourne Braves. First taking on the Hyannis Harbor-Hawks. It'll be a 7-inning game at McKeon Park, and then they'll pack up and go to Spillane Field to take on the Wareham Gatemen. Kasey Kazliner alongside Devon Jarvis. And Devon, this is a seismic game. These two teams separated by 3 points in the standings right now.
Yeah, sometimes you hear broadcasters or analysts call something the biggest game of the year. Well, Scott Landers echoed the same thing. If the Braves want to win the West Division as the 1 seed, it's going to be with a win today. Not technically, but it's going to help quite a bit. And it's been a tough team, the Hyannis Harbor-Hawks. 2-2 on the season against them. And it should be a very good test to see how the Braves are built for the playoffs with a couple losses over the past week.
Today alone could be huge. But for now, let's send it to the third member of our team, Kaydence Kilhof.
Thanks, Kasey. Today is the first time in modern Cape League history that there are back-to-back doubleheaders, and possibly the first time ever in Cape League history, but the stats don't go back that far. And when I was talking to Luke Costello earlier about it, he said it's not very fun. He doesn't like doubleheaders too much, but I asked him about the 2 off days he got, and he said it was amazing. He did absolutely nothing. And then I said, well, is it worth having doubleheaders, though? And he said, absolutely not. And then Justin Osterhaus chimed in, and he said, well, what if we can run roll them? Typically, the run rules is that it's 10 runs after 7 innings, but today's game is only getting played to 7, so there is no mercy rolling, but Luke Costello still said, guys, we're going to go out there, we're going to absolutely rake, and we're going to end this game early. But Owen Hancock, the pitcher, on the other hand, says he loves doubleheaders. He's here to play baseball. This is what he wants to do, and this is where he wants to be. So, guys, Hyannis is giving out free energy drinks, and the players are hyped and ready to go today.
Thanks, Kaydence. Glad to hear that everyone is motivated. This was a game that was supposed to be played 10 days ago. Same pitching matchup in that expected game that ended up only going a third of an inning. But, Devon, we get a chance to see Aiden Stillman for the Bourne Braves, who's been struggling at times this season.
It's crucial for Aiden Stillman to come out today in the best version that we've seen him in all season long. It's been quite the journey for the Vandy boy. Just to limited time as a reliever in his time with Vanderbilt this most recent year. Starts the season with Bourne, leaves for Team USA, comes back in his most recent one. He struggled, just 1 inning, 1 hit, no run ball, but couldn't find efficiency. The time before that in relief, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hit, 4 run ball, 50 pitches, and couldn't complete a single frame. You can't have that today. Kasey, the pitching staff, is going to be crucial for the Braves if they want to come out of this weekend on top. The ERA's got to be down, and the efficiency's got to be up.
Yeah, we didn't see that last time out against Falmouth when the Braves gave up 10 unanswered runs to begin the game. End up coming back a little bit, but when it was all said and done, Falmouth got the best of the Braves, who have lost 2 straight. And on the other side, the Hyannis Harbor Hawks on a 3-game win streak have won 7 of their last 10. They put out Jonah Barkov, who's been solid this season out of Oregon. He's looking to eat up innings. Again, we mentioned it. Was supposed to pitch last time these two teams met at McKeon Park. That game, again, didn't go a full inning because of rain showers, but Barkov, a very solid season, Devon. He's pitched almost 15 full innings to the tune of a sub-4 ERA.
Yeah, he's been great, and all 4 of them starts as well. Not often do you have starters at this point who have only started in a game. He's got the reps under his belt. Bourne on the other side have a guy in Stillman who's only started 3 of his 5 so far. So you get a little bit of a different look from both of these pitchers, but both premier schools in Oregon and Vanderbilt respectively. Should be interesting to see how they come out. And for Barkov, he's still got a lot of runway to work with for the end of this season, only pitching 6 innings in his collegiate season in 2026.
Let's go through the lineups. First for the visiting Braves. Field manager Scott Landers posted 2 newcomers, 2 insertions into the lineup today. Justin Osterhaus leads things off, moving up 5 spots in the lineup from the loss against Falmouth. Rustin Rigdon back in the 2 spot. Reminder that he's tied for the most stolen bases in the Cape Cod Baseball League with 18. Riker Waite moves down 2 spots in his 3rd game back from a little bit of a hiatus. Luke Costello in the cleanup position. He moves down 1 spot. Berkeley Mabius in the 5-hole. He's struggled recently trying to get off the schneid. Matt Bolton, after homering the first time this season last game, he moves up 2 spots. He's in the 6-hole. Brian Pikatowski in his 2nd game on Cape Cod in the 7th spot. Austin Hawk in the 8th spot. And Elliot Medlock in the 9th spot. Both of the final 2, are insertions into the lineup for the Braves.
A little bit of a different looking defense for the Braves with Osterhaus beginning the outfield in left, Rustin Rigdon in center, and Matt Bolton in right. Luke Costello slots back down to first base for the first time in a little while with Elliot Medlock at second. Riker Waite still at short and Austin Hawk at third with Berkeley Mabius behind the dish catching. Scott Landers says he's a bat that he's loved recently despite the stats.
Yeah, again, a lot of guys stepping up right now. Braves trying to get 1 through 9 going. But let's look at the 1 through 9 for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, managed by Mitch Carricker. It's 3 righties, 5 lefties, 1 switch hitter for the blue and orange. Leadoff guy Matt Hyannis. He'll play third base. Jax Jimenez, who's coming off a solid game against Katuitt, is in center field. Charlie Bates is the 3-hole hitter playing shortstop. Clay Thompson in right field. Caden Miller, who leads the team in RBI, in the 5 spot. Tyler Lang is the catcher in the 6th spot. Andrew Lamb back in the lineup after not playing against Katuitt in the 7-hole. Taylor Kirk moves down a spot from 7 to 8. And Nick Dromboski rounds things out in the 9-hole.
In the outfield, starting from left to right, it's Nick Dromboski in left, Jax Jimenez in center, Clay Thompson in right, first base around the horn, Andrew Lamb, Taylor Kirk, Charlie Bates, Matt Hyannis with Tyler Lang behind the dish.
We will step things aside here at McKeon Park as the Braves look to take down the Hyannis Harbor Hawks and maintain a firm spot in the West Division.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
Almost set to go at McKeon Park. It's the Bourne Braves and the Hyannis Harbor Hawks for the 5th time this season, and this is the rubber match, so to speak. Both teams 2-2 against each other, but Devon, these are two teams that could face each other in the postseason.
Yeah, likely. Most likely than not a second-round matchup, but how about a rubber match to decide possibly the 1 seed in the West? You don't get that every day. For the Bourne Braves last year, it came until game number 40. And overall, should be interesting to see how they can fare against this team. The bats with rest, the pitching with rest, and the Braves confident about today's game.
They should be confident, but coming off of back-to-back losses, they'll be even more motivated to get a win today. Jonah Barkov is the lefty pitcher on the mound today for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, who are wearing white uniforms, orange numbers on the back, and blue and orange caps. Braves will have Osterhaus, Rigdon, and Waite due up in the first inning. Bourne with back-to-back losses. First game at McKeon Park since June 11th. It's been almost a month and a half since the Braves were last out here, at least for a full game. Had that third of an inning showing against Hyannis that ultimately wasn't counted for.
Well, they're hoping that that game a month and a half ago repeats itself. It was a 7-run mercy rule, a 7-inning run rule. That game ended 13-3 after the Braves put up 7 in the top of the 5th. If they want to repeat the magic they've had here in the past, it's going to have to come out with what we've seen from them previously. Again, this Braves team has not played a ton of big games here over the past year, but the 2 that they have been a win in the playoffs in near walk-off fashion, go ahead in the 9th inning, and then a run rule back early in June.
That run rule was not indicative of what was to come, though, because ever since then, Hyannis and Bourne have played largely close. And we mentioned the 2-2 record against each other. Should be a good one today. This is, like you said in the open, probably the biggest game of the season, of the regular season at least, for both these teams. We don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of days, but this game could really change things in the standings.
Yeah, it could. You also have to pay attention in scoreboard watch today. Of course, a ton of games going on, and Falmouth is a big one as well. Today, Falmouth should be in some interesting ones. A 4 p.m. battle against Cotuit. They've only got 1 game today, but still important ones around the league.
Almost every team with a doubleheader today. As we begin things in the top of the first inning, Jonah Barkov, the lefty on the mound with a sub-4 ERA, making his 5th start as a Hyannis Harbor Hawk. Coming off his best one, a guy known for length. He's gone 4 innings multiple times this season. He'll face Osterhaus, Rigdon, and Waite for the Bourne Braves. A little bit of wind blowing in. 75 degrees and sunny at McKeon Park in Hyannis. Here's Justin Osterhaus leading off for the 2nd time this season. Lefty-on-lefty matchup, Barkov fires home. Osterhaus takes a fastball to knees for a called strike, going 1. Osterhaus on a 6-game on-base streak. He's been on base in every game as a Bourne Brave. A late addition that joined this team in July, along with many other players playing today. 0-1 pitch. Osterhaus takes a breaking ball low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hyannis on the other side has won 7 of its last 10. But one of the worst ERAs on Cape Cod. 4.69. Braves on the opposite end. The 1-1. Osterhaus takes a fastball high. Nearly gets to the backstop. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Scott Landers emphasized how rough this patch is going to be for their pitching. 5 games in 3 days is never going to be easy, but for Hyannis specifically, if they want the 1 seed, they have to see much improved pitching from their staff compared to recent performances.
Barkov winds and deals the 2-1 pitch. Osterhaus cracks it high up in the air, straightaway center field. Jimenez tracks back, and he makes the catch just in front of the warning track, in front of the light post in right center for the first out of the top of the first.
23, Rustin Rigdon.
So 1 out for Rustin Rigdon. one of the speediest players on Cape Cod. Tied for the most stolen bases at 18. He digs into the righty's box. Switch hitter favoring that side. He's hits in 6 of his last 8 games. First pitch from Barkov as Rigdon shows butt, pops it back foul over the screen, 0-1. Rigdon also has hits in 18 of his last 25. He began the season hitting 3 for 22. He has completely flipped things around. Has 5 multi-hit games across his last 8 games overall. Been a staple at the top of the order. Barkov winds and deals the 0-1 as Rigdon takes low in the dirt, 1-1.
He's steadily improved as the season's gone on, and that's what's impressive. It hasn't been a jump here or a jump there. It's just consistent improvement. I think the one thing you want more of him is extra base hits. He hasn't had many.
1-1 pitch. Rigdon takes just low on the changeup, 2 balls and 1 strike. You'll hear about 4 different pitches today from Jonah Barkov. Fastball, slider, changeup, curveball. The slider and curveball very similar in terms of movement. 2-1 on Rigdon, 1 out, bases empty. The pitch. Rigdon takes high on the heater. 3 balls and 1 strike. Rigdon ahead 3-1. The pitch home. Rigdon rolls it softly on the ground over to shortstop. Bates picks it up, flips to first, crossbody in time for the second out of the top of the first.
This is a good defense in Hyannis. They're not going to let you get anything by him for the most part on the season so far, with the 3rd fewest errors in the Cape Cod Baseball League and 3rd highest fielding percentage for a Braves team that likes to put balls in play, so it should be interesting to see how these 2 forces meet. A little bit more home run help here, maybe. Had 2 last time against Falmouth. This is the smallest ballpark in the league.
Here's Riker Waite. First pitch to the righty hitter is low, 1-0. Riker Waite coming off a 2-hit performance against Falmouth. He singled twice. That was his first multi-hit performance of the season. Only in his 3rd game back after a stint with Team USA. Scotlanders only has nice things to say about Riker Waite. 1-0 pitch. Waite cracks it hard on the ground to second. Kurt picks it up, flips to first in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first. No trouble for Barkov as the Braves retired in order. We go to the bottom of the first, 0-0 between the Hawks and the Braves.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
We pick things up in the bottom of the first inning, 0-0 between the Braves and the Harbor Hawks. It's Hyannis' turn to hit. It'll be Matt Hyannis, Jax Jimenez, and Charlie Bates against Aiden Stillman, who Devon has struggled this season with an ERA over 7.
Yeah, the one appearance that stands out is a start against Goodtuit in just 2/3 of an inning. Allowed 2 hits, 4 runs, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts. Couldn't even finish it, 50 pitches. You have to have something far from that if you're the Bourne Braves today. In an ideal world, just 2 arms to bring you through 7 innings.
So we pick things up in the bottom of the first. Matt Hyannis, the lefty hitter, digs in. One of 5 lefties in the order today for Mitch Carricker. Stillman, the lefty, toes the third base side of the rubber. Looking for a better start. He fires home as Hyannis takes low on the fastball 1-0. Braves 1-4 in day games this season. Hoping to improve that today in what is only going to be a 7-inning outing. Doubleheader today. Braves will take on Wareham after. The 1-0, Hyannis takes outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Matt Hyannis has hit safely in 16 of his last 20. He's riding a 4-game hit streak right now. The 2-0 pitch. Hyannis takes a fastball at the knees, 92 for a called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Harbor Hawks much improved. Went 6-9 in the month of June, 12-8 since. One of the top teams in the league. The 2-1, Hyannis swings and misses. 4 straight heaters out the gate for Aiden Stillman, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It's a very well-managed team. And for Mitch Carricker, he wants that eye at getting to the West Division Championship and beyond. He's yet to be able to do so, losing the first round of the Braves 2 times in a row.
2 teams that could play in the playoffs. The 2-2 as Hyannis lifts it high in the air, straightaway left field. Osterhaus finds it, and he makes the catch, losing his hat in straightaway left for the first out of the bottom of the first.
Should be interesting to see how the defensive performance looks from Justin Osterhaus today in left field. With Josiah Overbeek gone, you're likely going to see Luke Costello at first base for the rest of the season defensively, which puts Osterhaus in a position he doesn't normally stand in. Typically an infielder, today the left fielder.
Here's Jax Jimenez, switch hitter, batting righty. 1 out, and the base is empty in the bottom of the first at McKeon Park. Sunny day. First pitch home. Jimenez swings and misses at a high fastball, 0-1. Jimenez has been hot recently. On a 10-game hit streak. That's the best figure on Hyannis this season at any point. The 0-1, Jimenez takes inside 1-1. Last time out against Kituit, he had a key RBI single as the Harbor Hawks won their 3rd game in a row. And are now only 3 points back, or basically 1.5 games back of the Braves for the top spot in the West. 1-1 pitch. Jimenez takes inside. On another heater, 2 balls and 1 strike. It's all fastballs right now from Stillman.
He wants to locate, wants to get started like that, and oftentimes that's the way to do it. Just finding that rhythm, and then once you get yourself ahead in the count, induce the breaking ball.
Leaf Bigelow, pitching coach for the Braves, emphasized that pregame, said we just got to get him back in the zone. 2-1 pitch. Jimenez takes high. Another heater, 3 balls and 1 strike. He said Stillman has a lot of talent, but the command has just been the issue. A little bit different from Tyler Baird, his college teammate who pitched last time out against Falmouth. He kept too much in the zone, and the Braves got tagged for it. 3-1 pitch. Jimenez takes high. Ball gets all the way back to the backstop, and it's a 5-pitch walk to put a man at first with only 1 out in the bottom of the first inning.
In just one of his appearances so far this season has he had more than 50% of his pitches to be strikes, and that was 51%. So he hasn't really overwhelmed any opponent that he's seen in the zone, and that's really what it has to be if he wants to come out here and succeed.
Here's Charlie Bates, who has hits in back-to-back games entering today. Lefty hitter digs in. Hyannis with a 723 OPS at home, 580 on the road. Looking to break it open here. First pitch. Bates checks his swing, and he went around. 0-1. Jimenez at first and 1 out. Stillman commanding the fastball right now, but I've not seen him mix in any off-speed yet. He tosses back to first, and the runner and Jimenez safe. Bates has been here since the beginning. He's been one of the better hitters this season for Hyannis. 713 OPS. 0-1, runner goes, pitches low. The throw to second is not in time and offline. Really good jump from Jimenez as he's into second safely.
Yeah, he had a fantastic jump. Wondered for a moment Stillman possibly with a chance to get him out on a back pick, but instead stays in. Infielders got to warm it a little bit more there. Likely could have had the opportunity to get him down to the base paths.
It was quiet. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike on Charlie Bates, who now has an RBI opportunity with only 1 out in the bottom of the first. And at second is Jimenez. Stillman out of the stretch, looks at second, now fires the 1-1 as Bates cracks it to the left and foul over the netting. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jimenez is a speedy guy, stole 11 bases this past season at Oregon.
And now 13 already this summer. The top 2 in the order have combined for 24 entering this game. That's ideally what Carricker wants.
Definitely helpful at the beginning of games to set the tone. The 1-2, Bates takes outside. Another fastball, that time at 94. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Carricker is known to also stack lefties against the Braves. 5 lefties and 1 switch hitter today against the lefty in Stillman. He wants him out of the game ASAP. The 2-2 is the breaking ball. First one of the game we've seen from Stillman, runs high. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Charlie Bates with a man at second and 1 out. In the bottom of the first, scoreless in what could be a seismic game for seeding. Number 1 versus number 2, Braves versus Hawks. Payoff pitch home. Bates swings and misses. And rather in and out of the glove of Mabius. He thought he would have had the foul tip into the glove, but it rolled out the last second. The count stays full.
Mabius also a guy who needs a little bit of a step-up game today. Both of these guys in this battery. And it's the same thing for Mabius. He needs a better defensive game, Kasey.
See if it hurts him. Another payoff pitch. Bates swings and misses. Ball don't lie. There's the first strikeout for Aiden Stillman. And the second out of the bottom of the first with a man still at second.
That's something you like to see. Finding that first strikeout early. He's yet to have more than 3 in any of his appearances so far. Aiden Stillman, that is. Wants to rack up that total.
Struck him out on the fastball, as expected. Here's Clay Thompson. Righty hitter against the lefty. First pitch home, runner goes. Pitch is a called ball, and Mabius never got the throw off. He spiked it straight into the dirt, and Mabius really struggling right now. That's a second stolen base for Jimenez.
Yeah, likely on the transfer. He bobbled it on the way there, couldn't get it to his bare hand.
No man at third with 2 gone. 1-0 pitch home. Thompson takes inside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike.
With 2 outs, that stolen base is not going to be the end of the world, but not ideal. Doesn't help you at all, and maybe it's, again, a little bit of a rough first inning so far. Has to find brighter pastures later in this one.
Flare, an infield hit, could do it. The 1-1. Thompson takes same location for a strike, inside corner, 1-2.
You think about on top of the pressure that's going to be on these pitchers this weekend, Kasey, you need good defense. You need these catchers to help out the pitching staff as much as possible, and that includes in even the smallest of moments in game 1, in inning 1 of 5 in 3 days.
Braves defense also looking to improve. 1-2. Thompson takes high. Fastball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Thompson only with Hyannis for the past 2 weeks or so. Went 1 for 3 with an RBI single last time out against Katuitt. What was a 5-2 win for the Hawks. 2-2 pitch. Thompson cracks it to the right and foul. Count stays at 2-2. Jimenez at third. Scoreless in the bottom of the first inning. 2 gone. Caden Miller on deck. Best RBI producer on this Hyannis team. Two-two pitch. Thompson takes upstairs on the fastball. 3 balls and 2 strikes and another full count. Dished by Aiden Stillman, who's not really helping his efficiency right now.
No, he is not. Currently up at a total of 24 pitches.
Could get out of it here with a strike. The payoff pitch home. Thompson takes upstairs, ball 4. Close pitch, a fastball just above the letters. And it's now runners on the corners with 2 gone in the bottom of the first. No hits yet for Hyannis, but 2 walks and a couple of stolen bases. And that'll bring up Caden Miller, who leads the team with 13 RBI. Miller, lefty hitter, playing the DH spot today. low stance and a toss back to first. Low, but into the glove of the first baseman Costello, and Clay Thompson safe. Hits in 2 of his last 3. Did go 0 for 5 against Katuitt in the win. Stillman tosses back to first again. The runner safe.
Yeah, this blue ladder might be on.
Miller on pace for nearly 15 hit by pitches when it's all said and done. Not afraid to take one.
So I gotta find Jim.
Still waiting for the first pitch on him. The throw, no throw. And that's the third stolen base of the inning. Now second and third, and a 1-0 count on Caden Miller. They're really testing maybe it's his patience here.
And on top of that, this is a defense in Bourne that has the highest caught stealing percentage on the Cape. They're not afraid.
1-0. Miller takes in the zone for a strike. 1-1.
For the 4 catchers we've seen, you could argue maybe it's the second best guy at gunning runners down, but I think it's smart for maybe it's in that situation to pocket it. You don't want the 1 run to score.
Bryce Estep not in the lineup today. He would be the other catcher. 1-1 as Miller checks his swing and a called strike. 1-2. Thompson on second, Jimenez on third. 2 gone in the bottom of the first. Hyannis extending this inning to the fullest extent against Aiden Stillman, who hasn't let up a run yet. As Miller in a 2-strike count, the 1-2 as Miller lifts it back foul. The net ball and 2 strikes. Miller in here beginning. Guy who's been productive this summer. Average won't tell you at 202, but the 718 OPS will. And the RBI figure. 1-2. Dirt blocked by Mabius. Nobody moves. It's called a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Harbor Hawks have won 7 of their last 10. One of the hottest teams on Cape Cod ever since the month of June. They had a losing record and were fighting to just stay in playoff contention. 2-2. Miller takes upstairs. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and now a 3rd consecutive full count. Two in scoring position with 2 gone for the Harbor Hawks. Payoff pitch. Miller lifts it high to the left, foul. Out of play. Count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 gone.
You give credit to both Jimenez, Thompson, and now Miller for seeing good pitches. Working full counts on back-to-back plate appearances through fouling stuff off and forcing Stillman to make the mistakes and not vice versa.
Miller staying alive. The 3-2 again is strike 3 call. Fastball hard to the plate. Miller doesn't agree, but that one was right in the zone. So some traffic early and 3 stolen bases for Hyannis in the first, but no runs. We go to the top of the second, 0-0 in Hyannis.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Life can be full of surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over
0-0 our score between the Harbor Hawks and the Braves. It's time for the top of the second inning. Braves will have 4, 5, and 6 due up against Jonah Barkov, who pitched a 1-2-3 inning in the first. It'll be Luke Costello, Berkeley Mabius, and Matt Bolton for the Braves. And what could be the most important regular season game of the year for Bourne. Both these teams separated by 3 points in the standings. They're 2-2 against each other. Here's Luke Costello for the first time. With his red bat, he digs into the righty's box. Barkov, the lefty pitcher, winds and deals home. Costello lifts it back and foul. 0-1. Luke Costello, first in the league in doubles with 10. He's tied for the second most RBI with 22.
It's been a while since he's gotten a double as well. He's struggled since he's come back from the draft.
The 0-1, high. 1 ball and 1 strike.
His last double came all the way back on July 9th, 22 days ago.
He's not been the same player ever since before the draft. The 1-1, Costello takes upstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike. And he is coming off one of his better games. 2 singles and 2 RBI against Falmouth last time out. It was his first multi-hit game since the draft. He went back home. The 2-1, Costello takes a curveball high, 3 balls and 1 strike. Younger brother Andrew Costello, formerly with the Braves. Luke stayed put, and he's been very good this season. The 3-1 as he swings and misses a high heater. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Braves tied for the fewest home runs on Cape Cod, but the most hitter-friendly ballpark, arguably, the 3-2, as Costello lifts it back and foul. And the reason I bring that up is Luke Costello is desperately wanting that first home run. He said it himself.
He needs it. It's a little bit of a monkey on his back that would be very nice to get off before he enters the playoffs here with Bourne.
Payoff pitch. Costello swings and misses. Foul tip into the glove of the catcher in Lang. And there's the first K for Barkov. 1 out in the top of the second.
We saw 2 Bourne Braves get their first home runs of the season in the last one. Matt Bolton as well as Josiah Overbeek. And specifically for this part of the lineup with Costello and Mabius back-to-back, you want them to show that ability.
Here's Berkeley Mabius, switch hitter hitting righty. Only 1 hit across his last 5 games. The pitch home. Mabius rolls it up the third base line. Foul. 0-1. And even with that number being low, your conversation with Scott Landers, he was very high on Berkeley Mabius.
He was. He talked about Berkeley as one of the guys who's stepping up in the absence of Andrew Costello, Blake Schaff, as well as Josiah Overbeek. He really loves his at-bats. He's mashing right now, just getting a little bit unlucky, Lando said.
But a single 2 games ago. 0-1, Mabius takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike. This is a Oregon-on-Oregon matchup, although Mabius no longer a member of the Oregon Ducks, but I'm sure he knows Jonah Barkov pretty well. Both of them spending time with the Ducks this past season in Eugene. 1-1, Mabius hits it high up in the air, straight away left field. Dromboski ranges back, and he can't make the catch. It's at the track. Mabius digs for second. The throw there is not in time. 1 out double for Berkeley Mabius, and the Braves have their first base runner.
Smash that ball. Berkeley Mabius with a line drive that nearly hit the bottom of the wall if it wasn't intercepted by Dromboski on the attempt at the catch. And looks like Scott Landers kind of speaks it into life right there with a little bit of a Kickstarter for the Braves.
So Mabius at second base, and here's Matt Bolton, the lefty hitter. Homered his last time out. His first homer on Cape Cod. 1 out in the inning. The pitch home. Bolton takes low, 1-0. 0-0 score. And Devon, I think you expect maybe a bit of a higher scoring matchup between these two teams typically. Hyannis because of the higher ERA, and the Braves maybe because of the recent struggles. The 1-0 inside 2-0.
Speaking with some of the coaching staff before getting started with this game, there was a clear attentiveness to put the best offensive lineup out there today. Only 1 reserve in Bryce Eastep, but that kind of gives you the picture. Bryce Eastep, the worst offensive player statistically.
2-0. Bolton takes low. 3 balls and no strikes, and to your point, it's also hotter out today.
It is. Balls will fly a little further, and with just 7 innings, there's a more of an attentiveness to get going early. You need to not wait until the 8th or 9th. It has to come early in this game.
3-0 pitch to Bolton. He takes in there for a strike. Fastball at 90 at the knees. 3 balls and 1 strike. Bolton needed that home run. He struggled a bit more in July after hitting .340 in June. It's under the Mendoza line this month. 3-1. Bolton takes high, and it's a 5-pitch walk. Puts runners on first and second. Braves threatening with 1 out in the top of the 2nd inning. And here's Ryan Piketowski.
And just to touch on Bolton for a moment, as there'll be a meeting on the mound right here, I'm really fascinated to see how Matt Bolton performs for the rest of this season after getting that home run. In his conversation with Kaydence pregame, he talked about how it's something he wanted to do, how he's happy that he won't leave the Cape League season with a 0 in that statistical spot. And sometimes that can open things up for guys. Again, the monkey off the back of Luke Costello has yet to happen, but it does happen there for Matt Bolton, and sometimes it can unleash them.
So Jonah Barkov, the pitcher, all ready to go after the brief meeting. And that'll bring up Ryan Piketowski in his 2nd game as a member of the Braves. He singled in his first time out against Falmouth and also scored a run. It's an RBI opportunity. So here's Austin Hawk, never mind. Righty hitter with 2 on and 1 out. The top of the 2nd inning. First pitch home. Hawk takes low, 1-0. On Hawk. The pitch, he takes high. 2 balls and no strikes. Might have been a last-second batting order change by Scott Landers.
Must have been. And originally Piketowski was supposed to bat here. He changes that up just a touch.
Hitters count on Hawk. The pitch. He lifts it to the right side in foul territory. First baseman Lamb ranges, and he'll look up. It's foul. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hawk back in the lineup. Did not play last time. Had a 2-hit performance 2 games ago. Another guy who joined the Bourne Braves late and will try to be a big part of the postseason run upcoming next week. The 2-1. Hawk takes a fastball to knees for a called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Austin Hawk. A 2-hit performance for him was his first multi-hit game of the season. So drove in 2 runs. Barkov fires the 2-2. And Hawk takes strike 3 call. Change up right down the middle. Stunned Hawk, and there's 2 gone in the top of the 2nd inning.
Just a tough one there for Hawk. He's a guy who's had a lot of high ups and low downs. He's just got to find consistency, especially in these final 5 before the playoffs. It's got to be very necessary.
Here's Ryan Piketowski out of the righty's box. There's a spin and a toss back to second for Barkov, nothing doing. Piketowski, his 2nd game as a Bourne Brave. Another guy Scott Landers added late to gear up for the postseason. Piketowski, West Virginia commit after playing JUCO this past season. First pitch to him as he checks his swing, and a high fastball did not go. 1-0. Scott Landers trying to get more familiar with a guy like Piketowski, who he just met the other day. 1-0. Piketowski takes in there for a strike. 1-1.
Yeah, joked saying, I haven't even met the guy. Only known him for pretty much an hour. He's in the lineup. We'll see how he does. He got a hit in his debut, some hard hit balls. Looks like he has a high ceiling. We'll see if he can translate.
Solid defense as well at third last time. He's not there today, though. The 1-1 as he swings and misses. 1-2. It's always interesting to see how a guy who had video game numbers. I mean, his slugging was over 1,000 at JUCO this past season. How that translates to the wood bat against the highest of competition. Find that out more. The 1-2 as Pikatowski pops it to the right side, out of play and foul. 1-2 still. And I'm sure he'll learn what that feels like even more at West Virginia. Team that made the College World Series, gearing up for another potential run this upcoming year.
They've got some good players returning, and if Pikatowski can fit into that lineup, he should be very happy with the program that he's entered. 2 on, 2 out, no score. 1-2 on Pikatowski. The pitch. See, he lifts it right, foul. Stays alive at 1-2. Pikatowski digs back in, has a batting glove on his left hand, but not his right. Scales the back of the box. Barkov out of the stretch, trying to get out of the jam. The 1-2, curveball in there, strike 3 call. That 2-strike off-speed stuff working for Barkov as he strands first and second in the top of the second inning. We go to the home half of the inning, scoreless at McKeon Park.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Home half of the second inning at McKeon Park. Braves and Harbor Hawks scoreless to this point. Aiden Stillman out for his second inning of work after walking 2 and striking out 2 in the first. But, Devon, that was a stressful inning for the Bourne defense with 3 stolen bases for Hyannis.
Yeah, it was. It put some pressure on Aiden Stillman, one that the Braves responded well with in the top of the second, threatening. But again, for Stillman specifically, you give him credit for not allowing the hit, but the free passes have to stop. If he can eliminate those, he sees very efficient pitching. Just hasn't really shown that in a couple of these appearances so far this season, and maybe a little bit of a better chance here against the bottom of the lineup.
Here's Tyler Lang, the catcher, batting righty against Stillman to lead off the bottom of the second. No score between the 1 seed and the 2 seed in the West. Braves with a 3-point lead right now. Stillman stares in, fires out of the stretch. The pitch is in there for a strike. Change up part of the zone, 0-1. Lang only in his 5th game as a Harbor Hawk, has hits in 2 of them, including his first Harbor Hawks extra base hit against Katuitt last time out, an RBI double. 0-1 as he lifts it high up in the air, straight away left. Osterhaus trying to track it in the sun, and he covers his face to make the catch in medium left for the first out of the bottom of the second.
And that's efficiency that you need, just as you saw from the first out back in inning 1 for Aiden Stillman.
So here's Andrew Lamb. Not in the lineup last game. He digs out of the left side against the lefty pitcher in Aiden Stillman. No batting gloves for Lamb. He always touches the dirt before he grabs his bat. A little bit of a superstition. First pitch home. Lamb takes a fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. Talking with Lamb during the collegiate season and said he hates the turf games because he can't grab the dirt on the road.
Well, he struggled a touch here against Bourne. We'll see if it helps him.
0-1. Lamb takes in their first strike. There's the changeup on the outside corner, 0-2. You said it, Lamb yet to tally a hit against the Bourne Braves. Although he's been one of the better hitters this season for the Harbor Hawks. 0-2. Lamb takes high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Putting some numbers to that, he's reached safely in almost every game, all but 2 this season as a Harbor Hawk. The 1-2 as Lamb takes inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He also has a pair of home runs. After leading USC in slugging percentage this past season, second on the team in home runs. 2-2. Lamb lifts a soft flare to the left side, and it's into left field for a base hit. Down the line, it rolls toward the corner. Lamb touches first, looks for second. The throw in there is offline and just bounces off of Lamb to stay in the infield. It's a 1-out double for Andrew Lamb. Harbor Hawks are in business.
Second base.
And that's the way to do it with Lamb as well, to jumpstart this bottom of the lineup. Their first hit of the game, a double, just like the Braves. Not too bad.
Not a hard hit ball, but it landed just right on the line and left. And Lamb's at second with only 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. Here's Taylor Kirk with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. He digs out of the righty's box. Stillman stares in at home. Now at second. Now back at the plate. He fires. Kirk takes in there for a strike, 0-1. Kirk trying to be the turning point right now for the Harbor Hawks. Had a couple runners on in the first inning, but could not convert. The 0-1 as Kirk ropes it to the right side, foul over the screen. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes.
I mean, even against Lamb, Stillman different in this inning. In 0-2 counts quick.
Threw a lot of fastballs the first inning. He's mixing in a lot more changeups and sliders this inning. He steers over at second. There's an 0-2 count, the pitch home. Kirk rolls on the ground up the middle. The shortstop in Waite picks it up on a hop, fires to first in time. Range to his left, Waite, and made a nice play for the second out, but the runner in Lamb advances to third.
He works so smooth, Kasey. That ball, not too easy. A tough bounce off the end of the grass lip, and Riker Waite just fires a dot every time to the first baseman. It's pretty incredible. Going back to your point about the difference of pitches now, likely a conversation between Stillman as well as Scott Landers for what he wants to do here in inning number 2, which has worked out a little better.
Here's Nick Drumboski. First pitch to the lefty hitter is low. 1-0. Drumboski only in his 5th game as a member of the Harbor Hawks. Does have a hit against the Braves this season. That was his 2nd game. 1-0 pitch. Drumboski takes outside. 2 balls and no strikes to the man at third. And no score yet between the Braves and the Harbor Hawks as we chug along here in the bottom of the second. Stillman fires home the 2-0. It's high. 3 balls and no strikes on Drumboski. If he can get aboard, the lineup would flip over to the leadoff guy, Matt Hyannis. Drumboski did not play last game. The 3-0 pitch, an automatic take. It's called a strike. Fastball hard of the zone. 3-1 on Drumboski. Harbor Hawks 7-9 at home. The 3-1. Drumboski rolls it off his foot. Foul. And it's kind of surprising that they have a losing record at home, considering their stats are just so much better at McKeon Park than on the road.
You think about the other teams, too, coming in here, playing in ballparks larger than this, despite what the measurements say in the outfield. They're coming in here playing better as well.
Bourne would agree. The 3-2 as Drumboski rolls it once again off his cleat. Foul. Ball bounced in play, but we'll do things again on the 3-2.
And again, Bourne's only game here, 13 runs. It's been very good performances historically for the Braves at McKeon Park.
It's the only run roll win the Braves have this year. On the flip side, they haven't been run rolled yet themselves.
Came close on Tuesday.
3-2, high and away, ball 4. So we runners on the corners as Drabowski walks. Andrew Lamb still at third with 2 outs in the bottom of the second.
West Virginia, number 15, Matt Hyannis. Third base, Hyannis.
So that's the third walk thrown by Stillman. And once again, he has to weather the storm in back-to-back innings. Here's Matt Hyannis, lefty hitter with runners on the corners. Hyannis 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. As Stillman throws over to first, and the runner Drabowski safe. Stillman struggling a bit with command. He's getting 2 strike counts, but a lot of full counts.
A lot of full counts, and difference between this inning and the first is he wasn't getting ahead early, and he didn't in that walk against Drabowski.
Another toss over to first, and the runner in Drabowski safe without a problem.
Of course, any pitcher is going to be better when they're up 0-1 or 0-2 or 1-2 in a count. But getting to that point, there's such a stark difference for Stillman on how the at-bat turns out for him.
Still waiting for our first pitch on Hyannis with runners on the corners. The pitch, Hyannis takes outside, 1-0. Inning started with a fly out and then a double for Lamb, a ground out that moved him to third, and then a walk. But runners on the corners. 1-0 on Hyannis, toss back to first. That time a little closer. Drabowski back in with a headfirst dive. .1-0 pitch, rather throwback to first, and nothing doing. Hyannis has been the leadoff guy for about 2 weeks straight for the Harbor Hawks. Was floating around the middle of the order earlier in the season, but has taken that top spot. 1-0, takes high, 2 balls and no strikes. You'll take that from a guy who's fast. You talked about his stolen base figures, but a shorter guy, a little bit of a smaller strike zone at 5'11".
Is why he's been there at the top of the order, is what he can do in the base paths, 802 OPS and the stolen bases. He just gets on. Sets up the offense well.
2-0, Hyannis takes in the dirt. 3 balls and no strikes. And now a threat to load the bases. Runners on the corners and a 3-0 count at the dish with 2 gone in the bottom of the second frame. Hyannis, another West Virginia Mountaineer. Each team with 1 in the lineup. The 3-0 as a fastball runs in for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike on Hyannis. Wearing his West Virginia colored socks. Navy blue and gold. Another throwback to first for Stillman, and the runner Drabowski once again safe. Lamb at third. Hot day here at Hyannis. Bit of a surprise coming off rainstorms past couple of days. 3-1, runner from first goes, pitches high, ball 4. So it loads the bases anyways. And with 2 gone, that'll bring up Jax Jimenez, who has a chance to really break open this game.
Yeah, to say the least.
32, Jax Jimenez.
It seems like just with last inning, Hyannis was on the precipice of getting to that point. And Scott Landers enters the field of play now to join Aiden Stillman on the mound, just to talk it through. This conversation likely to last about 10 seconds, a slap on the thigh, and maybe a walk back to the dugout, as that's how Landers does it.
Especially a guy that's not giving up a lot of hits, only 1, but 4 walks. Hasn't been a bad day for Stillman from a contact standpoint, but as Lee Bigelow, pitching coach, said pregame, you just got to keep him in the zone. Hasn't really been able to do that yet. So bases loaded for the switch hitter, batting righty, and Jax Jimenez. Jimenez walked back in the first and stole 2 bases. Some sort of aircraft flying over McKeon Park. First pitch home. Jimenez takes a breaking ball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Jimenez looking to extend his 10-game hit streak. Got speed and the hit tool. 0-1. Jimenez lines it straight up the middle into center field for a base hit. Lamb scores from third. Gromboski follows. The throw home is not in time. It's a 2-run single to make it 2-0 Harbor Hawks, and now runners at first and second for Hyannis, up by a pair of runs.
Just seemed like it was getting to that point for Hyannis. They had a rhythm going, had their first hit in this frame, and it was just a matter of time before they took advantage of bases loaded.
So the inning continues, a 2-out rally. Sees Hyannis put up 2 runs. With runners at first and second, that brings up Charlie Bates, the lefty hitter, who's 0 for 1 with the K. 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Stillman out of the stretch fires home. Bates swings and misses, 0-1. Wearing his Stanford Cardinal black helmet. Doesn't really match his Hyannis uniform, but representing Stanford on Cape Cod. Oh, 0-1 to Bates. He takes a changeup low, 1-1. It's interesting to see how many guys wear their school helmets versus the team they're playing for here on Cape Cod.
It's about 50-50 sometimes. Braves usually exclusively with their team helmet.
1-1. Bates swings and misses, 1-2.
As in Braves helmet.
It's an interesting way to represent your program, maybe your hometown in some cases.
I'm sure sometimes it's just comfort. Which one's more comfortable?
That too. The 1-2. Bates takes a fastball low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Some of it may be inventory for certain teams. Stanford, a team in a bit of a rebuild. Newly joined the ACC just a couple seasons ago. 2-2. Bates went around in a low pitch. Tried to hold it up but couldn't. And Stillman finally gets out of the inning, but not without trouble. It is 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 left. We go to the top of the third as I hand things off to Devon Jarvis here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Life can be full of surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always ready to support you when you need it. With an Eastern Propane and Oil technician on the way, your family's comfort is our priority. Our local team, over 500 strong, ensures your home is comfortable and warm. Eastern Propane and Oil, a local team with 24/7 service and delivery, ensuring comfort when you need it most.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Back with you on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. It's the top of the third inning. 2-0 in favor of the Harbor Hawks after they played 2 in bottom 2. A new pitcher out there for them now in this 7-inning contest. It's Van Frawling relieving the duties of Jonah Barkov, who looked very solid in his first 2 innings of work. 2 innings, 1 hit, no run ball with 1 walk and 3 strikeouts for Barkov. The Braves had him a little bit there in the second inning, but couldn't bring any around, left the runner in scoring position. Now we begin things in top 3. A new pitcher, of course, in Frawling with Elliot Medlock, the batter we have only yet to see for the Braves. Everyone else in this ballgame has come up to bat. Medlock out of Ryder, transferring to Quinnipiac next year. First pitch in, the lefty in Frawling delivers to the righty, and Medlock and misses outside. Elliot Medlock on the season so far, a solid .686 OPS for the Braves. They've had ups and downs, but that figure toward the top. 1 ball, no strikes. Frawling into the line, kicks and deals. And Medlock takes outside for ball 2. The Braves looking for patience. No walks, rather just one walk drawn so far in this game. As a team, they overall rank 4th as Medlock takes the breaking ball low and outside from Frawling for ball 3. 4th in the Cape Cod Baseball League in drawn walks so far this year. This is a Bourne Braves team that have thrived offensively with balls in play. 1st in the Cape Cod Baseball League in batting average, 3rd in OPS. 3-0 home, Medlock takes all the way, and it's a 4-pitch walk from Grant Frawling in his first batter. Braves are hoping for some solid pastures. Again, down 2-0 already in this one. Today's game against the Hyannis Harborhawks, likely their biggest of the season to this point. With how the final 5 go, possibly game 40 more important for the 1 seed, but overall, Bourne right now 1st in the standings in the West, Hyannis 2nd. They need this one if they want to hold on to that number 1 spot, just 3 points back of the Harborhawks. New lefty batter in Justin Osterhaus, first pitch to him. The lefty in Frawling delivers a strike on the inside edge, his first of the ball game. Elliot Medlock on first base, a medium lead. 1-for-1 stealing bags so far this summer as Osterhaus steps back out. Open stance in the back of the lefty's box. 0-1 comes home, and it nicks him. Do they say a foul ball instead? And now a deferral to the second base umpire in Glenn Stewart, asking if he swung. They said no swing, and they say hit by pitch as Justin Osterhaus travels the 90 feet to first base. For a moment, they were trying to call foul ball there, but no. And now 2 free passes quickly from Fran Frawling. Make this a 1-2 situation for the Braves with no outs in a 2-0 ball game here in the top of the 3rd inning. Scott Landers out there alongside Justin Osterhaus just to make sure he is all set. Got him on the hand. That can always be a scary spot as Robin, the Bourne Braves trainer, also out there to check on him. And it seems as though he is just fine. Straps up and gets set to go as the righty batter, switch hitter in Rustin Rigdon, steps up. Rigdon down 0-1 so far this game. Frawling looks at second base, kicks and fires home. Rigdon takes the fastball for a strike in the bottom half. No balls, 1 strike, no outs in top 3. Rigdon has been fantastic for the Braves so far this season. 17 RBI. He's 5 off the team lead of 22. RBI situation here, the 0-1 in. He shows bunt, brings it back, and the pitch outside a ball. Rigdon, a utility player for the Braves so far this season, not at Vanderbilt, but set to be their starting center fielder in 2027. 1 ball, 1 strike from Frawling, fires home, bunt shown again, this one perfect, up the line, pitcher in Frawling, bare hands, fires to first base, in time. Runners advance though. Now on second is Osterhaus, on third Medlock. Rigdon does his job with the bunt, but doesn't run it out just enough, and goes down with the sack bunt as Riker Waite steps up with 1 down and runners on 2 and 3.
It's the guy you want out. We know how good of a hit tool Riker Waite can have. You don't need a home run right now. You're down by 2. Have to find a way to tie this game up.
The switch hitter bats right. First pitch in, high and away against Riker. 1 ball, no strikes. Riker Waite, of course, a fantastic player for this Braves team 1 year ago in 2025. 895 OPS. That was top 5 in the Cape Cod Baseball League among qualified names. 1-0 comes in. Waite takes the breaking ball for a strike, bottom half. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in top 3. Braves have the game-tying runner on second base in Justin Osterhaus. The go-ahead runner in the batter's box in Riker Waite. The lefty in Frawling toes the third base side of the rubber, fires the 1-1 home. Check swing from Waite. The pitch was high. Does he come around? Glenn Stewart says he does not. Right around second base. So the pitch a ball, 2-1. Medlock with a medium lead as he creeps down that third base alley. Wants to come home to plate the Braves first of the game. The 2-1 comes home. Waite takes high and outside. Listed at 5'10", a smaller strike zone for sure to Riker Waite. Very compact. Well, the broadcasters in the league was asking us what to know about Riker Waite. We said very compact player, a lot of power. He said like Andrew Costello, no, even more compact. 3-1 pitch comes home. Riker swings and fouls it back into the glove of Tyler Lang. A foul tip called strike. And the count now 3-2. Wade multi-hit in his last one against Falmouth, still searching for that first RBI on the season. 3-2 pitch comes home. Wade takes strike 3 inside edge. Frawling gets his first strikeout of the ball game. 2 down now in the top of the third, with still 2 in scoring position for the Braves.
That's huge. I mean, not only is that the best hitter, but it kind of negates the bunt almost. You'll take that if you're Hyannis. Now you just need one more out. You're facing a guy in Costello who has struggled a bit past couple of weeks, but now a big opportunity for one of the best run producers in the league.
22 RBI for Luke Costello, who bats from the right side. First pitch in high and there for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Kasey, specifically for Mitch Carragher to choose Van Frawling to come into this game, trying to keep the pitch count down on Jonah Barkov. Was that intentional, understanding the amount of innings these guys have to pitch coming up?
I think so, and understanding we're in a doubleheader.
The 1-0 comes home. Costello takes the breaking ball for a strike outside edge, 1-1.
Which you typically think would contradict wanting to use a lot of pitchers when you know you have to pitch later on today, use your bullpen. But I think they're gearing up for Barkov to potentially pitch first game of the postseason.
1-1 in. Costello hacks and misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs in the top of the third. Clearly intentional. Still 5 innings to play in this one, including the frame we're in right now. And if they want to get it done, it's going to have to be from great pitching from both sides. 1-2 in. Costello takes by his brim for a ball. Luke Costello, no doubles since coming back from the draft. He has been a very solid player for this Braves team all season long, but his last game before going home was on July 9th, a 2-2 in. He swings and foul tips it back in the glove of Tyler Lang. Back-to-back Ks to escape the jam for Van Frawling, and it remains 2-0 in favor of the Harbor Hawks. Bottom 3 we go.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Bottom 3 with Stillman still out there for the Braves. 2-0 in favor of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks as we get set to go. Hyannis leading Bourne right now in a big one. Whoever wins this likely has a big shot at getting the 1 seed in the West Division. The season series at 2-2 between these teams, and today the decider. We begin the third inning of work with Charlie Bates, the left-hander, out of Stanford. Bates so far this game 0 for 1 with a strikeout at the hand of Aiden Stillman. And Stillman, the only starter left in this one. Jonah Barkov down after 2 innings. Stillman gets a look in the third. Not the greatest efficiency so far. 61 pitches, 33 strikes. As the lefty and Stillman gets set on the third base side against the righty batter. Instead in Clay Thompson. First pitch in. Thompson takes by his shoulders for a ball. Clay Thompson attending JMU, just playing in his 8th game today, has struggled below the Mendoza line so far this season. 1 ball, no strike. Stillman fires in. And Thompson takes for a ball on the inside edge, down at 83 on the slider.
That's the interesting thing with some of these Hyannis players. You look at the overall team.
not a lot of guys who stand out statistically. They don't have a guy who's top 20 in OPS in all the league, but somehow they find a way to win games.
2 balls, no strikes. Stillman kicks and fires home. Up and away, outside for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. You say that, and it's very true, Kasey. Only 3 batters in this entire lineup with an OPS above 700. Klay Thompson, not one of those guys, down at 561. 3-0 comes in. Thompson takes all the way for a strike. That nicks the inside barrier. 3-1 the count with no outs in bottom 3.
I think it's a testament to what Mitch Carricker is able to do to get production out of these guys. I think he works them hard.
Sure does. 3-1 home. Thompson pops this one up. Right side toward the first base dugout. Just narrowly falls out of play. And the count now 3-2.
Obviously, Scott Landers has given a lot of praise to not just Mitch Carricker, but the Harbor Hawks in general. It's the team that's given Bourne the most trouble this season, at least in the West. A lot of respect, I think, on both sides.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Stillman looking for his 3rd strikeout of the day. No outs in bottom 3. The pitch home. Thompson cracks it foul over the first base netting.
They're still continuing to get deep and full counts on Stillman. This might be his last inning. You know, this is only a 7-inning game, but we'll have to see.
Action going in the Braves bullpen. One more time on the 3-2. Stillman set with the blonde glove at his chest. Fires home and misses low on the fastball. Ball 4. And just like that, another runner on to start a frame. That's the 5th walk of the ball game for Aiden Stillman. As Ben Dean in the bullpen right now gets the finger from Scott Landers. He points out there, and likely the end of Stillman's day. We'll step aside once more here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network in Cape League TV. A new man coming out there for the Braves in just a moment. Stillman stays still.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
It's 2-0 Harbor Hawks as we welcome you back to the bottom of the third inning here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network in Cape League TV. New pitcher out there in the mid-inning change. It's Ben Dean in for Aiden Stillman. Stillman stays done. Still the runner on first his, but overall 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs both earned with 5 walks and 3 strikeouts. Kasey, the walks have always been a problem for Stillman, and with 5, he ties his season high.
Yeah, I mean, the command was not there, and we know that's an emphasis, but he's not been able to overcome it. He's commanding the fastball pretty well, but the off-speed stuff has been kind of all over the place. Not a great sign for Scott Landers, who probably thought he had him as a potential starter in the postseason. that probably won't be necessarily the case. He's not unpitchable, but you have to go back to the drawing board for a guy like that.
Ben Dean steps into the game, inheriting Stillman's runner on first base. Last time out for Dean, he was excellent. One of the best pitchers on this team with an ERA down with Bourne at just 1.13. He got the start against Hyannis last time out. No hits, no runs, just 2 walks and 4 strikeouts as the lefty batter in Caden Miller gets set to go. Miller 0 for 1 with a strikeout, the last one that Stillman threw in the ballgame. Runner on first and Thompson, no outs, the pitch comes home. Miller cracks it to the right side of the infield. Medlock chases, scoops, can't get it. Off to third base, now goes Thompson. And Medlock again loses it. 2 mistakes from Elliot Medlock. Had the chance to make the 4-3 out at first, couldn't do it. And Miller likely on with a base hit. We'll see how it is ruled. But an unfortunate one nonetheless, and it is ruled a hit.
Medlock, the first mistake he made was somersaulting onto the ball. You just got to knock it down if you're there at second. It's not like it's hit to third. It's going to potentially be into the corner. This is a ball that he should just knock down. If you can't make the play, you can't allow the runner from second to get to third.
Tyler Lang, the righty, against the righty pitcher in Ben Dean. Pitch comes home, looping curveball in at the top of the strike zone for a 0-1 count to start. No error given there. The Braves' defense stays clean, but likely without that mistake by Elliot Medlock, an out to come. 0-1 count here for Dean. He fires home. It gets away from the catcher, and that comes home a run. Clay Thompson home from third as the ball skips away from Berkeley Mabius. A wild pitch that scores it. It's 3-0 Hyannis Harborhawks over the Bourne Braves in bottom 3.
You got to remember, we're basically, if you think about it, we're in the 3rd inning right now, but we're basically in the 5th. So 7-inning game. The Braves are just giving away stuff. This is very timely production for Hyannis.
And a wild pitch, but one that maybe probably shouldn't let him get that far from it, Kasey.
I'm with you. It was one that was right in front of him.
Here's Tyler Lang again. 1-1 count, still a runner on second, shows bunt, puts it toward the mound. Dean scoops, underhands to first base, a stretch for Costello. He has it for out 1. As on to third base goes Caden Miller. Small ball right now, it's working.
It is. Kind of like how Brewster was playing a few games ago against the Braves. You bring up a big hitter in Andrew Lamb, the runner in scoring position. Finally an opportunity for a guy like that who already has a double today.
3 hits for this Harborhawks team. Lamb the only 1 extra bases. A double back in the bottom of the 2nd inning as Ben Dean steps out here. And now that final line done for Aiden Stillman. It's 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 runs all earned with 5 walks and 3 Ks. As Dean has his first runner on third base and deals with Andrew Lamb. The lefty batter gets set to go after scooping dirt. No batting gloves for him. The righty deals into the lefty. Lamb checks his swing but takes outside for a ball. And Kasey, the Braves should be very excited to have Ben Dean in this game for how excellent he's been with the Braves so far this season. Again, his ERA down at 1.10.
Yeah, it's still a close game, even though there's fewer innings than usual. But I'm with you there. Just has to limit the mistakes. That's what's been hurting the Braves so far.
1-0. The righty from the stretch fires at home. Breaking ball in there for a strike on the upper inside corner of the zone against the lefty in Lamb.
Then you look at Stillman, 13.5 ERA on the day. And obviously the season ERA, not much better. Have to go back to the drawing board once again, it looks like.
We'll see if he stays the starter. 1-1 in low. 2-1.
Wasn't like he gave up a ton of hits. It was just, we talked about the command on full counts, on 3-1. Just wasn't able to get that next strike and soft contact for outs.
Again, 5 walks. That's not going to help you. 2-1 in from Dean. Swing and a miss. Andrew Lamb goes golfing there. And the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 down. Andrew Lamb was an excellent catcher for the USC Trojans this most recent season, a team that made it to a super regional, fell at the hands of the UNC Tar Heels. He led the Trojans in slugging percentage. 2-2 in, hack and a miss at the top of the zone. Lamb down by way of the strikeout. It's Dean's first of the ball game. 2 outs now in bottom 3.
Second base.
Seen Lamb
from
struggle
UCLA, number 34,
against the
Taylor
fastball from the Braves this
Second
season.
base,
It's a
Kirk.
big out number 2.
Number 34.
We have a tough out in Kirk to deal with, but again, you'll take a big out number 2, allow the infield to back up, do your thing again.
Infield, like you said, backs up as Taylor Kirk sets up the second baseman as the pitch comes in, and Kirk lines it back and foul into the backstop netting. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Still in bottom 3. It's 3-0 Hyannis Harbor Hawks in the first game of a doubleheader for the Bourne Braves and the Harbor Hawks. Quite the scores around the Cape Cod Baseball League so far this game. Only upsets. We'll tell you those after this pitch with no balls and 1 strike and 2 outs to Kirk. A stretch and a pitch home on the 0-1. Kirk takes outside for a ball. We say only upsets because the number 1 team and the hottest team in the Brewster Whitecaps lost 9-0 to the Chatham Anglers already. Wareham up 7-0 against Katuitt. And YD down by 4 against Orleans. All 3 of those teams underdogs as the 1-2 comes in and chases a swing and a miss from Taylor Kirk. In quite the lopsided score so far in this one, and the one we're seeing today, a team, the underdog, winning and shutting the other team out.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the nature of the Cape League, especially this time of the season. A lot of guys leaving.
Dean set for the 1-2, fires home. Kirk dribbles it up to shortstop. Here comes Riker Waite, scoops and fires to first base for out number 3. And the Braves allow 1 in bottom 3 and still sit in that same deficit here in the bottom of the 3rd inning as we take you in a moment after this short interview coming up between Scott Landers and Kaydence Kilhof. Bottom of the 4th coming up. What has to change for this Bourne offense, Kasey?
They're not manufacturing runs right now. They're getting runners on base, 4 total, but nothing else, and they're not manufacturing.
It'll still be Van Frawling. They had something going at the start of the 3rd inning, just couldn't get it to come around. And the top of the order has struggled so far as we now send it to the dugout for Scott Landers as well as Kaydence Kilhof.
Thanks, Devon. I'm now with Scott Landers, the Bourne Braves field manager. Skip, it appears like the pitching staff has been struggling a bit with control today. What have you seen from them?
Diener came in and stopped the bleeding, but Stillman had good stuff, just not consistently in the zone. But we've had our opportunities offensively and we haven't produced, so we've got to get going.
Before the game, you stressed the importance of getting on the board early today, and you guys have had 3 runners left in scoring position so far today. So how can you guys execute better with that?
We got to have better at bats with guys in scoring position. We can't strike out. We've had a couple punch outs with it, so we got to get better.
You also mentioned that Berkeley Mabius has been swinging a hot bat but hasn't had a lot of luck. What are you expecting from his at bat coming up to start off today?
Hopefully the same one as he had the first at bat. Just get a barrel, get us started any way you can, and get the inning going.
All right, thanks so much, Skip.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Kaydence. We'll keep it here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. Top of the 4th inning in a 3-0 ball game. A reminder, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is Bourne's premier senior living community, conveniently located adjacent to the Cape Cod Canal. Visit us at Keystone Place at buzzardsbay.com. And Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com, and go Braves. 3-0 Harbor Hawks with Van Frawling on the mound. In relief, he was shaky to start off the top of the 3rd, but smoothed things out by putting the last 3 down consecutively after allowing 2 base runners. It's Berkeley Mabius in the 5 spot to lead off the inning for the Braves. Mabius, the switch hitter, bats right against the lefty pitcher. Frawling works from the wide, kicks and fires, and sits a strike in the bottom outside corner of the zone to start. 0-1 with no outs. Berkeley Mabius last time up, a double. Kasey, he's shown big pop with this team, and we saw it there.
Yeah, I mean, the few triples speak for themselves. He wants that first homer, but you just got to get on base.
The 0-1 comes in from Frawling. Mabius takes upstairs for a ball. That was the 5th extra base hit on the season for Berkeley Mabius. His 3rd double, already has 2 triples. He's a fast mover in the base paths, despite what it looks like. A little bit clunky, but efficient. The 1-1 in, Mabius hacks this one high in the infield. Up the 3rd base line, down comes Hyannis, the 3rd baseman, makes the grab halfway between 1st and home, rather 3rd and home, for out number 1 here in the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah, and I think his approach is there. I mean, I think
fielder from Binghamton, number 28.
Definitely unlucky to an extent. I think I agree with Scott Landers, I just think being worried about luck at this point in the season maybe isn't the most productive when we're only a few games left till the postseason, and maybe it's expected to have a big role.
We'll see how it plays out. Pitch comes into Bolton, the lefty. First one misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. That a slider down at 77 miles per hour. Frawling, a guy the Braves have seen once before, most recently in the game they played at Dorn Park. Frawling into the line, the 1-0 pitch comes home, and that taken outside by the hitter in Berkeley Mabius. Frawling in his most recent outing against the Bourne Braves. Overall, went 1 2/3, allowed a run. The 2-0 comes home. Bolton takes high for a ball. Appeared against the YD Red Sox just 4 days ago on Monday, Pitched 2 innings and no runs allowed in that one either. No hits. He was great. Works quickly. The 3-0 comes home. Bolton takes low for a ball, and that's a third free pass of Van Frawling's day. Bolton on with his second walk, too. And still a patient approach for him. He's seen a total of 9 pitches and has worked 2 walks.
Yeah, good game from him. Guy who's a little trigger happy at times. You need base runners right now if you're the Braves. You're not down 8-0. You're down 3-0. Got to get guys and manufacture stuff.
Braves have left 4 runners on so far in this one. Scott Landers alluded to it in the interview you just heard alongside Kaydence Kilhof. The at-bats have to be better, as here's Hawk. He cracks one up the middle of the infield. Dive from Bates. Gets past his glove into center. Off to third base goes Bolton. First pitch swinging, and it's into the outfield for Austin Hawk, his first base hit of the day. Braves now have runners on the corners, and it's Ryan Pikatowski with a big chance to knock in his first RBI of the season.
It's a big base running move, too, by Bolton. Heads up, knowing that one was knocked down and dribbled slowly in the center, and gets the free 90 feet there.
Heads up and appropriately aggressive. Gets the job done. Pitch comes home to Pikatowski. Takes a strike in the top of the zone. Probably the largest strike zone we're going to see from any Brave batter so far this summer. 6'5", 227, Ryan Pikatowski stands. Trumps the previous tallest player in Berkeley Mabius at 6'4". 0-1, the pitch comes home. Pikatowski takes the curveball for a strike by the letters. Both of the pitches in the same exact spot vertically, and both of them for strikes. Austin Hawk, a medium lead off first base. It's Bolton on third. Hawk, the game just 1 behind runner. Pikatowski would be the tying runner as the 0-2 comes in high. Throw into second base as the runner goes way late in the dirt. It's a stolen base for Austin Hawk. Still just 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning, and runners on 2 and 3.
Good steal by Hawk. Throw was not good, and again, now a single brings you right back in this game.
Let's see how Pikatowski can do it. 1 and 2 to him. Frawling dishes home. He pops this one up. First base side. He travels in foul territory. First baseman in Lamb ranges over by the dugout, makes the grab above his head. Pikatowski not happy with himself, as there now sit 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning with Elliot Medlock up.
Number 33, Elliot Medlock.
Elliot Medlock, a walk his last time up. Wouldn't do any damage with 1 here, but would certainly put the pressure on Van Frawling, who has allowed quite the action from the Bourne Braves to start this game. A total of 6 base runners already for the Braves in 3 2/3. Lefty and Frawling fires home to Medlock. Swing and a miss over the top of it on an 81-mile-per-hour slider, 0-1. Elliot Medlock was the first batter of Frawling's day. Since then, he has 2 strikeouts and a total of 5 outs. No balls, 1 strike. Frawling set at his belt, kicks and fires the pitch home. Medlock lines one to the right side, straight to the second baseman's glove in Taylor Kirk. A chance, but no dice for the Braves. They trail 3-0 to the Harbor Hawks.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. CapeCod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Bottom of the fourth inning, 3-0 the Harbor Hawks lead with Ben Dean into his first fresh inning of work. Came in relief of Aiden Stillman back in the third and escaped, allowing no runs himself. The only runner that came home was inherited as the Braves begin with Nick Drumboski. Last time out, walked and scored in the second inning. Is his second plate appearance in 4 frames. This Hyannis team unleashing so far against the Braves early. They've been very solid. 3-0, like I mentioned, as Dean gets set against the lefty, righty on lefty matchup. Dean fires home. Drumboski takes a strike in the low inside corner. Should be interesting to see how far Dean goes in this game. Ideally, you want just 2 pitchers, but might be a lot to ask of Ben Dean to go 4 2/3. Or rather 5 full, excuse me. The 0-1 in from Dean. Drumboski takes a strike again, bottom half. Fastball in the mid-90s right now for Ben Dean, who has been excellent for the Braves so far this summer. You could say him and Jackson Kircher the best 2 relievers for the Braves, but now Dean into a starting role, and today he's piggybacking. The 0-2 in. Grounder, right side from Drumboski. Backhand from the second baseman in Medlock. Crossbody throw in time.
It's a good play. Redeems himself a little bit after last inning.
From West Virginia,
And
number 15.
Was a frustrating one for Elliot
Hyannis.
Medlock. Allowed
Third base,
a
Hyannis.
base hit that not ruled an error, but still likely a defensive mistake in that gray area in the middle, if you will. Eventually, a runner to come around and score. Back to the top of the order. It's Matt Hyannis, the lefty batter out of West Virginia. Ben Dean gets set. Big 12 on ACC. Pitch comes in. And it's a ball to start just inside. Matt Hyannis on the season so far has been just miraculous for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks this summer. An OPS above 800. Can't ask for much more. As the 1-0 comes in home, Hyannis takes a strike on the outside edge. 91. Among starters in today's lineup, he does have the highest OPS as well as the highest batting average in a team that currently in the Harbor Hawks ranked toward the bottom of the Cape Cod Baseball League in most offensive statistics. 9th in batting average, 8th in OPS. 1-1 in. Hyannis takes high and outside for a ball. 2-1. And recently has been solid. In his most recent game against Bourne, was 1 for 3, a walk, a strikeout, and 2 stolen bases, up to 9 on the season then. Today he enters with 12. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch home from Dean. Hyannis checks his swing, comes around halfway. 2-2 the count now. The ball was in the dirt, low and inside at 82. In the NCAA tournament for the West Virginia Mountaineers, who reached the College World Series, reached base in 11 of 12 appearances. The 2-2 in. Hyannis takes low. Count runs full. He led the team with 64 games played. Also led the team with walk. Next closest was Gavin Kelly, a Bourne Brave from 2025. The 3-2 in from Dean. Hyannis takes low, a ball. It's Dean's first walk of the afternoon.
Center fielder from Oregon, number 32, Jack.
Don't expect
Jimenez.
necessarily from Dean a whole lot.
Jimenez, number 32.
But you got to give it to Hyannis for just extending innings. No 1, 2, 3 frames yet.
Closest they've gotten is 5 batters. Braves held them to that just twice, and they scored in one of those 2 innings. Runner on first now in Hyannis. Jimenez steps in and misses on the first one. Jimenez batting from the left side. 1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out. Jimenez, the switch hitter, batting .227 this season, 6'2", 203 out of Oregon. Dean fires to first base on a pickoff attempt. Nice throw, but in safe is Matt Hyannis. No stolen bases yet this game, although 3 already on the day for the Harbor Hawks. All those coming back in inning number 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Dean set at his belt, kicks and fires the pitch home. Hard hit ball to center field. This one by Jimenez, ranging right, is the center fielder in Rustin Ricken. Makes the grab above his head, returns it to the infield for out number 2. Jimenez down for the first time today. A walk and a single heading into that one. As Charlie Bates steps up.
Shortstop Bates.
0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts to get the hat trick here. It's his first time seeing Ben Dean, however. And Dean only 1 strikeout so far. In his best outing, Ben Dean went 3 innings pitched, no hits, no run ball with 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. He fires to first base once more on a pickoff attempt. The tag applied to the back of the 15 in white jersey. And Hyannis back in safe. Still waiting on that first pitch. As Bates gets set to go against a good arm out of the Braves bullpen in Ben Dean. Bottom of the 4th inning. Another look at first. Gets away from the first baseman in Costello. Off to second goes Hyannis. She puts on the brakes as the ball doesn't get too far away. Just about 30 feet away up the line. And we'll see where the error lands. It was not a bad throw from Dean, but maybe a touch low. And Costello, not able to hang on to it, allows the runner to advance to second base. A frustrating one. Far from the first time we've seen that from the Braves so far this season. Pitch comes in, low and outside. A ball to start against the batter in Charlie Bates. It's going to be an E1 against Ben Dean to advance the runner to second. 1 ball, no strikes, comes in. Bates takes low, a ball. Bates struggling so far in this one. But overall on the season has been a steady bat, 713 OPS entering the game. Last time out against the Bourne Braves was all the way back on July 1st, was 0 for 3 with 2 walks and a strikeout. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Dean stares at second and Hyannis. Fires home with a pitch, skips it in the dirt. Blocked there by Mabius as he stumbles his way up, holds on to the leather, and the count runs 3-0.
Pitching and defense. Something that the Braves are obviously very proud of having good marks at, and just haven't been able to be consistent defensively past few games.
3-0. Dean's pitch home, all the way a strike. Not even a hesitation there by Charlie Bates. He shoulders it all the way. 3-1 with 2 outs. Dean trying to work his way back in. And set on the third base side of the rubber. Ben Dean fires the 3-1 home, misses low, another walk. Ben Dean, in his worst of outings, has allowed no more than 2 walks on the season. Has done that twice now, 3 times.
Clay Thompson, right field, Thompson, number 18.
As Clay Thompson looks to step in here. Not quite game 6 for him, just game 5 between the Bourne Braves and the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Thompson, the righty batter, with an unideal matchup against the righty pitcher set to go. On first base, on second, Hyannis, and the first pitch misses outside on a ball. Slider down at 83, makes it a 1-0 count. Clay Thompson with this team for just 2 weeks now, made his debut exactly 2 weeks ago today at Orleans. As the 1-0 comes in, Thompson takes for a strike bottom half. Has yet to really jump himself in the order. 4th is the highest he's been. Also sometimes hitting 5th. And in just one appearance against the Braves so far this summer, went 0 for 4 today. He is still waiting for his first at-bat, 0 for 0 with 2 walks. 1-1 comes in, Thompson lines it back and foul. Did have a stolen base back in the first inning. And as a redshirt sophomore most recently with James Madison, started 48 of 49 and slashed .335 with an OPS of 922. 1 ball, 2 strikes, pitch in from Dean. That one just outside, misses for a ball, barely. A journey here for Clay Thompson, started his way at JUCO. Won the JUCO D2 title in 2025, single school records for Pasco Hernando. In games played, doubles, runs scored, stolen bases, walks, and hit by pitches is the 3-2, or the 2-2 misses low, and the count runs 3-2. Was also a 2-time NJCAA Academic All-American. Gotta appreciate the smarts.
No, that was you. That was you.
Dean not looking to give up another walk. Can end the frame with a K. Pitch comes home as the runners go. Liner left side, drops in the outfield. Around third, Hyannis. He comes home to score. Throw cut off as Bates holds at second. It's 4-0 Harbor Hawks in the bottom of the 4th inning. They've put up runs in all but the first.
Designated hitter
It's a
from
slow
UT San Antonio,
kind of twisting of the knife right now. And obviously still a ball game, but the Braves are not learning from their mistakes. Command has not been good today. They're leaving too much over the heart of the plate when they're trying to fix that command, sort of overcorrecting, so to speak.
Ben Dean allowing a run here. Bumps up the ERA just a touch as he gets set against the lefty now in Miller. Pitch comes home to Caden Miller. He doesn't come around, but thinks about it. And the pitch called a strike on the inside edge. Only the second RBI on the day. No balls, 1 strike. Dean stares at second at Bates. Fires home to Miller. Pitch misses outside on the fastball at 93. And overall, in a situation for the Braves, it's a must-win almost. This has not been the ideal start. No runs at all this game. 5 runners left in scoring position, 6 overall left on base. 1-1 in from Dean. He skips it in the dirt. This one gets passed into the backstop. And off to second and third go Thompson and Bates respectively. Second wild pitch on the ball game. His first one moved a runner to the plate. As here comes Scott Landers for a quick chat with Ben Dean. The battery in the infield stays away. It's now Mabius joins, but likely a quick conversation here once more just to calm him down.
Who else was there? Nobody's coming in. Is this like an ultimate four-man mission?
Ben Dean here, clearly not his best stuff, although Kasey, he's been great at limiting the damage. In all of his appearances so far, if he is allowed a run, it's been no more than just 1.
Yeah, he has. And he kind of got put in an unfortunate position. And it probably flustered him a little bit. He inherited a runner last inning. And the Harbor Hawks are just, again, fully taking advantage right now. There's still a lot of game left, even with it only being 7 innings, but not unlimited game left.
Down by 4. This would tie the worst loss of the Braves season if this remained the deficit. Caden Miller back in the 2-1 count as Dean deals with runners on 2 and 3. Pitch comes home. Hack and a miss from Caden Miller. The count goes 2 and 2. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Braves down 4-0. Ben Dean, the reliever, into his 2nd inning. Set at his belt. Gets set to fire against Caden Miller and gets it for strike 3. Nails the bottom edge of the strike zone, and the Braves, still down by 4, take things to top 5.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Life can be full of surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always ready to support you when you need it. With an Eastern Propane and Oil technician on the way, your family's comfort is our priority. Our local team, over 500 strong, ensures your home is comfortable and warm. Eastern Propane and Oil, a local team with 24/7 service and delivery, ensuring comfort when you need it most.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Top of the fifth inning, and the Braves in the last 3 innings have allowed 5 runners left in scoring position and begin this frame with the top of the lineup. Kasey, it seems like now or never, down by 4.
Yeah, this is the point in the game where the Braves cannot waste outs. You have 9 outs to go. You're down by 4. You really can't afford to leave 2 to 3 guys on base like they've been doing.
In a 7-inning ball game, this frame essentially the top of the 7th. In reality, top 5 is Justin Osterhaus steps into the back of the lefty's box with the lefty pitcher in Van Frauling on the bump. First pitch in, Osterhaus takes low for a strike, just nicks the zone. And Osterhaus still new to this lineup overall, playing in his 2nd game in the leadoff spot. A single his last time out against the Commodores. The 0-1 comes in. Osterhaus takes for a ball inside. He's on a 6-game on-base streak, though. That is all but 1 game he's played so far this season. The 1-1 comes in as Osterhaus takes for an outside strike. 1-2. A lefty at the top of the order, just one of 2 lefties in the lineup for the Braves today, with 3 switch hitters other than that, and the rest righties. 1-2, kick can fire home. He hacks it high, back out of play. It's Rigdon and Waite behind him in the lineup. The Braves see the minimum, it'll be those 3. And so far in this game, they have struggled big time. 0 for 4 to begin the contest as the 1-2 comes in, and he rips it to shallow center field. In comes Jimenez. A slight jog as he makes the chest catch. There for out number 1.
Center fielder from Vanderbilt, number 23.
Here is Rustin Rigdon.
Center field, Rigdon, number 23.
Bats from the right side and gets set to go. He's been on once, or excuse me, has yet to get on. A sac bunt back in the 3rd. Pitch comes in, he takes outside a ball. Rustin Rigdon, a guy who has maybe one of the highest ceilings on this Bourne Braves team. He's been so good. 15 hits in his last 13 games. 1-0 comes in, Rigdon takes outside a ball, 2-0. Overall, you're looking for him to develop a little bit more consistency. He has 5 multi-hit games across his last 8, but in those ones that haven't been multi-hit, most of them hitless. 2-0 comes in, takes outside once more, and likely a red light for Rustin Rigdon. With the 3-0 incoming from Van Frauling, who has struggled so far, but has yet to allow a run in just 2 frames. 9 total batters. And the 3-0 in for a strike. Excuse me, 10 total batters in 2 frames for Frauling.
And we've said it, I think, every inning, but you need base runners. You get 2 this inning, 2 runs, that is.
As the 3-1 comes in, and Rigdon fouls it to the back of the glove of Andrew Lang, or rather Tyler Lang.
You'd be in a good spot.
if you can, again, just get 1 or 2 this inning, feel a little bit more confident in yourself as a team.
And we'll see how it goes. The payoff pitch in from Frawling. Rigdon fouls it back against the catcher in Tyler Lang once more. This time pops off his face mask. And the count 3-2. We'll do it again. Last time this part of the order was up, 2 runners were left in scoring position. The 3-2 in. Rigdon pops this one back high over the first base netting and foul. Big improvement for Rigdon already this season, the same way he did from his freshman to sophomore year at Vanderbilt. Tim Corbin has been in attendance for games here on the Cape League and saw Rigdon have a great day himself. The 3-2 comes in once more. Outside a ball, Rigdon takes the walk. Overall, his 15th walk on the season.
The shortstop from Vanderbilt's number 3, Riker Waite. Shortstop.
The switch hitter Riker Waite steps into the righty's batter's box with his good friend and teammate at Vanderbilt on first base in Rustin Rigdon. Waite stands tall. Back of the box gets set. Frawling looks at first base. Small lead for Rigdon. Waite shows bunt. Back pick comes to first base as the pitch is called a ball. And in there safe is Rustin Rigdon, currently tied for the most stolen bases in the Cape Cod Baseball League.
I don't know if Riker Waite knew he was supposed to bunt there. Looking down at his watch, kind of last second.
1-0 comes in. Waite launches this one to the right center field. Chase from Thompson. This one, he makes the grab over his head on the run. Back to first base goes Rustin Rigdon. That good for out 2. And the Braves can't get Riker Waite involved.
The first baseman from South Carolina, number
just
38.
One runner on in Rustin Rigdon.
Costello. First base, Costello, number 38.
Here's Luke Costello. Down by way of the strikeout last time to end the the top of the 3rd inning. Here in top 5 with 2 outs in a 4-run game. Frawling gets set, fires home. Rigdon goes. Pitch a strike, the throw into second base late. And Rigdon is now your solo leader in the Cape Cod Baseball League in stolen bases. Up to 19, just 1 shy of 20. And Rustin Rigdon hoping to hold that title for the rest of the year. Luke Costello, the man at the plate, currently with a title in doubles this season. 0-1 pitch comes home. Costello takes by his brim for ball 1.
And he hardly had a lead there. He was barely off of first. It's just pure speed.
And a chance for Tim Corbin to use him a little bit more aggressively in the base paths next season at Vanderbilt, looking for a rebound season after falling in the semifinals of the SEC tournament. As the 1-1 comes in, Costello hacks and misses. 1-2 now. And also missing the NCAA tournament as a whole for the first time in quite a while. Frawling set at his belt. Another runner in scoring position for the Braves. Pitch comes in. Costello takes inside a ball, 2-2. He is the RBI leader on this Bourne Braves team in the Cape Cod Baseball League. He is currently sitting 4th in a solo spot. Tommy Gooden above him with 27. 2-2 in as the runner goes. Costello launches it shallow left field. This one no man's land. Hit and run to perfect effect. Rigdon around from 3rd, comes home to score. 23rd RBI on the season in the first run of the ball game for the Braves. Hyannis still up 4-1.
The catcher from Mississippi State,
Big
number
force
8,
confidence.
Bert
2
Lee
strikeouts already.
Mabius.
You know you got to play a game later
Mabius,
today too.
Number 8.
Big for him to start his day off a little bit better, knowing that he'll probably have maybe 5 more at-bats today, including the next game.
Let's see if the Braves can get a 2-out rally going. Top of the 5th inning, a 4-1 ball game. Deficit now just at 3. Frawling fires home to Mabius. He swings and misses on the first one. The switch hitter Mabius bats from the right side. Mabius already a double in this game. Popped out back in the 4th, but Scott Landers wants to see more of what he saw back in the 2nd from him. Big launching power, a line drive that hit the fence. The 0-1 in, misses outside, 1-1. And he seriously does have maybe the best power left on this Bourne Braves team, with Josiah Overbeek now no longer with the squad.
I think he does take that title, even though he doesn't have a home run this year.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch comes in. Maybe slides it back foul. A few likely in contention on the season, but no Bourne Brave team home run derby to really know who has that title. Just got to watch batting practice a little bit.
There's only 3 active guys on the team with a home run, too. One of them's not in the lineup today, and Bryce Eastep.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch comes in as the runner goes. Maybe as pops this one back high and out of play. Not often do you see Luke Costello charging, but likely a hit and run right there, as Costello, 2 for 2 on the season stealing bags, has yet to get thrown out. And we stay on the 1-2 count with Berkeley Mabius and the pitcher in Van Frawling as action gets going in the bullpen for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. It's the right-handed arm in Kevin Landry Farr. 1-2 in, upstairs, count goes 2-2. Landry Farr, a 2.08 ERA so far this summer with the Harbor Hawks. They saw him last time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch comes home from Frawling. Mabius takes low and inside a ball. Mabius working things up here. Van Frawling on the day so far. That pitch count now at 60. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first base in Luke Costello. He'll be running. In the 4-1 ball game, here's the payoff pitch to Berkeley Mabius. Mabius takes outside for a walk. Frawling thought it was strike 3, was taking his way back to the third base dugout. Instead, the inning extends. And it's a chance here for Matt Bolton, who is yet to be retired in this ball game, to continue it. A home run for Matt Bolton in his last time out as Mitch Carricker exits the first base dugout, likely to end Van Frawling's day. We'll see how this one goes. And with action set in the bullpen, usually Carricker not the one to just have a mound meeting, but possibly here, as we'll keep it here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network in Cape League TV. Bolton to step up here. He had a home run last time against Falmouth, Kasey. If he hit that same ball, it would surely be out at McKeon Park today.
And it would be huge. I think his home run at Falmouth, definitely a good personal milestone for him, but it didn't have much of a bearing on the game. This is an opportunity to really change this game in what feels like a must-win situation.
The tying runner in Matt Bolton in the batter's box. An RBI already for Luke Costello there on second base. And a walk for Berkeley Mabius. Brings the pressure to Matt Bolton here in the top of the 5th inning in a 4-1 ball game. Bolton on twice so far today. Both walks. First pitch in. Picks for a ball just inside at 89. Fastball barely misses. 1 ball, no strikes the count with 2 outs. Matt Bolton, the lefty, digs back in. Native to Levittown, New York. Attends Binghamton, the 1-0. Misses low. Was an all-star for the West Division in the Cape Cod Baseball League just around 2 weeks ago tomorrow. And leads the Cape Cod Baseball League in triples. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch comes home. He takes low once more. He's seen 9 pitches entering this one. And now he has seen a total of 12, with 11 of them being balls.
Good approach.
He hasn't swung at a single non-strike. 3-0 pitch comes home. He shows bunt, brings it back, and takes it in the top of the zone for the first strike of the at-bat. 3 balls, 1 strike, no, 2 outs, excuse me, in the top of the 5th inning. Bolton, 20 years old, in his 2nd season in summer ball, was the NECBL Rookie of the Year last year. 3-1 in. Bolton gets hit in the back.
That's actually so hard to do.
He'll take his base at first. And Van Frawling with his 2nd hit by pitch of the day. And overall, trying to salvage any damage here.
That'll do it, looks like, for him.
A A call now to the bullpen. We step aside on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cable TV. Bases loaded when we come back for the Braves.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
Bases loaded for the Braves in the top of the fifth inning. We welcome you back in the middle of it. 2 outs. On first, it's Bolton. On second, Mabius. And on third, Luke Costello, with Kevin Landry-Farr to enter the ballgame for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. This should be an interesting one. Van Froling ends his day in the middle of an inning. And for Farr overall, he's been very solid with an ERA just over 2 on the season. And last time out for the Harbor Hawks, pitched against Bourne, 3 innings, 1 hit, no run ball, with 1 walk and 1 strikeout. He was amazing. The Braves didn't end up winning that game, but it was far from Farr's fault.
Yeah, excuse me. And we already have seen what Hyannis can do with 2 outs. This is Bourne's turn to flip the script a little bit.
We'll see if they can do it. It's Austin Hawk. A single already in this game, just one of 2 Bourne Braves to get hits today. Hawk bats from the right side against Farr. Farr, in his last 4 appearances, no runs. His last one was on July 5th against the Brewster Whitecaps. First pitch comes home. Hawk takes upstairs for a ball to start. A lot of free passes in this one already for the Harbor Hawks. And for Van Froling specifically, he'll end his day allowing a ton that put him in danger. Already 1 run allowed. With 1 ball and no strikes, Farr pitches home and misses upstairs. The final line for Froling, still with all 3 runners his in the base paths. 2 2/3, 2 hit, 1 run ball, with 4 walks and 2 strikeouts. Again, if all 3 of these runners score, they're all going to be Froling's. 2 balls, no strikes. Farr fires home, and Hawk takes inside, just nicks the edge for a strike. He looks at Sam Finn, the home plate umpire, and says, "What?" Not sure he loved the call, Kasey.
We'll see where it comes in on our end.
The 2-1 pitch. Farr gets set, kicks and fires home. Upstairs, way upstairs, in the ball.
That was definitely a strike, it looks like. But good approach on Hawk to not bite again and take ball 3.
He steps in a 3-1 count. Ducks all around the pond for the Braves. Tying runner in the base paths on first base in Matt Bolton, the go-ahead man at the plate. Hawk the righty gets set. 3-1 comes in. Hawk skies this one up into the left side. Back toward the wall. This one in foul territory, and it drops just out of play. 20 feet to the right, and it is a lead for the Braves at 5-4. Hawk couldn't get it. That fence in left field listed at 358 feet. Kasey, I'd like a possible remeasure on that.
I think I'm with you there. It's very much less.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch comes home to Hawk, skips in the dirt, gets past. 1 runner comes home with the walk. The Braves now down by 2, and still there at third will be Berkeley Mabius. The pass ball or wild pitch, not enough to move him. And the base is still loaded with 2 outs. This is the rally the Braves needed.
It is. We talked about it this inning. You want 1 at least. And they get 2. This is a much better position. Again, still a lot of way to go, but you'll very much take it.
An RBI walk for Hawk. Here's Piketowski, the righty batter. Takes the first pitch just upstairs and outside for a ball. He went down his first time up by way of the strikeout looking. Doesn't want that to happen here. A big bat with a lot of power and good discipline at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Farr deals home as Piketowski lines this one to the left side in the outfield. Drumboski makes the cap-high catch for out 3. Braves plate 2 in the top of the 5th inning. We'll see you in a moment for the bottom of the 5th coming up.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Bottom of the 5th inning after the Braves score 2 to make it a 4-2 ball game in favor of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. It's Josh Surgow on the mound for the Braves. The West Virginia Mountaineer steps out here after a rough one for the Braves against a Hyannis offense that has not scored since the first. They've been on fire. Want to limit the damage here, though, and for Surgow specifically, overall a season ERA of 8.31. Needs to step out here with some big stuff. Last time out against the Cotuit Kettleers, 2 innings of 4-run baseball. Can't have that now, as the Braves are expecting a lot from Josh Surgow, a recent addition to this team about 3 weeks ago. Surgow works into his wind against the first batter, the righty in Lang. First pitch misses low and outside on the ball. Tyler Lang 0 for 1 so far, a sac bunt back in the 3rd to advance the runner. Into the 1-0 count, gets set. Surgow into the line. Here comes the pitch home. Swing and a foul tip back into the glove of Berkeley Mabius. 1 ball, 1 strike for Josh Surgow. A lot of West Virginia players mentioned or at least playing in this ball game. Matt Einish on the other side as the 1-1 comes in. Breaking ball, beautiful for a strike on the upper outside corner. Talked about Gavin Kelly earlier, Braves 2025 player. Set to be a lottery pick, if you will. A top 10 pick, more specifically. The 1-2 comes in. Off the middle, there on a good hit for Tyler Lang. Smashes it through the infield, and that to be the 5th hit of the ball game for the Harbor Hawks.
Yeah, they're starting to hit around the Braves a little bit more than the early part of the game. But
first base, Lamb.
Again,
Number
if you're the
9.
Braves, you have to just stay the course. New pitcher in the game. Got to be able to get outs.
Now it's Andrew Lamb, 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a double. First pitch set to come here from Josh Surgow. He fires the first pitch home. Lamb chops it on the ground, just foul. And for Surgow specifically, he struggled with the walk last time out. In just 8 at-bats, 3 batters, he walked. And just threw 50% of his pitches to be strikes. The 0-1 comes home from Surgow. Lamb bounces up the middle of the infield. Shortstop in wait. Tags the runner in Lang and can't make the play at first, but gets the lead man. And it's a 6 unassisted on the fielder's choice for Andrew
UCLA,
Lamb. With 1 down here in the bottom
Taylor
of the 5th
Kirk. Second base, Kirk. Number 34.
Excuse me, good play by Waite to get the out. But again, if you're the Braves, you would have liked to get 2 there. Waite, I think, waited a little bit too long. I think if he throws to second, he might be able to get 2.
Taylor Kirk. Before that, a look at first base at the runner in Andrew Lamb. Taylor Kirk taking his talents from New York City to Los Angeles. The biggest city in the United States is the second biggest from Fordham to UCLA. They're a very good program, of course. Pitch comes home from Surgow as Kirk takes outside a ball. For the number 1 team in the College Baseball World Series bracket before being defeated in the first round by St. Mary's in that regional. 1-0 pitch set to come from Surgow. He kicks and fires home. Kirk launches this one off his bat to the right side, foul. That one out of play.
Yeah, I don't think anyone picked Cal Poly to make it out of that regional. But UCLA, a team that perennially is good, like you said. John Savage had to deal with a lot of guys leaving. Basically, his entire infield either got drafted or went elsewhere.
Likely a chance for Kirk as the 1-1 comes in, and he puts it to the right side. Once again, foul. He's the second baseman for the Harbor Hawks today.
Oh, it is. Yeah. It's November 23rd.
In his most recent season. With Fordham, he was very solid for them.
I think I told you that. He's going to Newhouse.
338 batting average. 2-1 comes in from Surgow. Kirk swings and fouls it back into the glove of Berkeley Mabius. And Surgow gets his first strikeout of the afternoon.
The left fielder from Stony Brook, number 35.
Need a quick inning if you're the Braves. I mean, we've talked about the impact of a 7-inning game, but you don't want to waste any more pitchers if you're Scott Landers. Probably didn't want to use 3 initially going into this one. So you want to keep Surgow in this game and go the distance potentially.
First pitch into the lefty batter in Tromboski. He fouls it back and pulls it back for a strike. Excuse me, had a bunt up. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Tromboski in the back of the lefty's box. Walked and scored back in the second. The 0-1 comes in, misses low from Surgow. With Stony Brook this most recent year, Tromboski very solid, 331, a slugging over 500 with an OPS at 940. 1-1 comes in, upstairs, misses for a ball. You've seen production from the majority of this order so far. RBIs from batting order positions 2 and 4, runs scored from 1, 4, 7, and 9. Good balance. 2-1 in, up and inside, nearly catches the helmet of Tromboski. Takes for a ball. And timeout called now. Just a quick reset and good to go again. 3 balls and 1 strike from Josh Surgow to Nick Tromboski. With 2 outs, the pitch home from Surgow. In there for a strike, and the count runs full. That final line from Ben Dean, by the way, 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run ball with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Here's the 3-2 in. Liner, left side on the ground. Here comes the third baseman in Hawk. Scoops and fires to first base. The stretch from Costello is there. Braves, for the first time since the first, hold Hyannis to 0 runs as we take things field side for Kaydence Kilhof.
Thanks, Devon. Another player just parted ways with the Braves, and that is Josiah Overbeek, the first baseman. But he left on a high note just like his teammate Andrew Costello did. On Tuesday, he hit a home run, his first of the season, over at Falmouth. And when I asked him how that home run went about, he said, well, a new pitcher came out, he threw a heater the first time and he just let it go. But then he threw a second one and he hit it, and then he just let God take care of the rest. He said he let loose, and he was starting to have a great time up here on the Cape. When I spoke to him a few days ago, he said he's making new friends, he's playing against great players, and he's doing what he wants to do for a profession someday, and that's play baseball. He left to go to a family event, so he will not be returning to the Cape, but the next time you see him play, it'll be with fall ball at Mississippi State. That'll be his first season as a Bulldog, and he's coming over from the Army, where he had his freshman season as a Black Knight. He made a huge impact there, guys, just as he did here in Bourne.
Thanks so much, Kaydence. We sent it to a break on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network as Kasey Kazliner takes over on play-by-play for the rest after the break.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
Leading off for the Braves, the second baseman.
We bring you back to McKeon Park as we begin the top of the 6th inning. Braves down 4-2 against the Harbor Hawks. Braves will have 9-1-2 due up against Kevin Landry Farr, who came in and recorded 1 out last inning. Here's Elliot Medlock, 0 for 1 with a walk and a line out. Righty on righty matchup, the first pitch home. Medlock swings and misses with his red bat, 0-1. Medlock set to transfer to Quinnipiac this upcoming season. Was talking with him a couple weeks ago. Jokingly asked him, you excited for the hockey there? Because Quinnipiac, a big hockey school. He agreed. The 0-1, Medlock bounces it straight into the dirt, foul, 0-2. He said he grew up playing with Will Smith, who is currently a forward for the San Jose Sharks. And Medlock eventually made the transition from hockey to baseball. The 0-2, Medlock takes strike 3 cold. Breaking ball top of the zone. And the Braves down to their final 5 outs here in this doubleheader, down by 2 as there's 1 gone in the top of the 6th. That'll bring up Justin Osterhaus, the leadoff hitter in this game. He's 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a pair of flyouts. Osterhaus, a member of the Alabama Crimson Tide, formerly of Purdue Fort Wayne, a program that no longer exists. Lefty hitter waits the first pitch home from Farr as Osterhaus rolls it foul up the first base line. No balls and 1 strike. Osterhaus has been an on-base machine for the Braves ever since he's made his way to Bourne. 6-game on-base streak. Braves needing base runners right now. The 0-1, Osterhaus scoops and misses at a low breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 gone, and the base is empty in the top of the 6th inning. Braves will play the Wareham Gatemen later today, the second leg of a doubleheader. 0-2 home from Farr. Osterhaus swings and misses. Back-to-back Ks to start the top of the 7th, rather 6th. And there's 2 gone.
From Vanderbilt, number 23, Rustin Rigdon.
That'll bring up Rustin Rigdon, who's 0 for 1.
Number 23.
Ground out, sacrifice bunt, a walk, and a run. Switch hitter batting lefty against the righty Farr, who's looking to strike out the side. Farr winds and deals the first pitch home. Rigdon takes a fastball in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Make sure to tune into the broadcast later today as the Braves take on the Wareham Gatemen for the 5th and final time. 1-0 pitch. Rigdon takes in there for a strike, 1-1. If the Braves lose today and lose later today as well, Hyannis would have a chance to take the first spot in the division, playing Harwich later, the 1-1. Rigdon takes outside 2-1. Both teams with a doubleheader today. Most of the league playing doubleheaders. The Chatham Anglers clinched a playoff spot earlier today. That eliminates the Orleans Firebirds. So the playoff field is set in the East. The 2-1, Rigdon takes high. 3 balls and 1 strike. Speaking of on-base machines, Rigdon is one of them. Hit on base once today. He's hits in 18 of his last 25. 3-1. Rigdon hits it high up in the air, straight away center field. Jimenez backs up in front of the warning track and makes the catch in dead center to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the frame. Braves down 4-2.
To announce the winners from today's 50-50 raffle.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Just about an inning left here at McKeon Park. It's the bottom of the 6th. Reminder, this is a 7-inning game, the first leg of a doubleheader for both these teams. They will not be playing each other in Game 2. Hyannis will take on Harwich, and the Braves will take on Wareham. So leading off the bottom of the 6th inning is Matt Hyannis, leadoff hitter, the top of the order for the Harbor Hawks. He's 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. Joshua Surgow still out there for the Braves. Pitched a nice inning in the 5th, only faced 4 batters. Lefty on lefty matchup as the Harbor Hawks look for insurance, up by 2. Surgow kicks and deals home. Hyannis rolls it up the first base line, foul. No balls and 1 strike on Matt Hyannis. And the Braves looking to avoid losing 3 straight. That would be the 2nd time this season. Been on a 3-game slide. 0-1, Hyannis takes upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. But I think, Devon, losing 3 in a row at any point in the year is unfortunate, but at this point in the year, it's the most unfortunate. The 1-1 pitch home. Hyannis takes a breaking ball at the knees for a called strike 1 and 2.
I was going to say, right now would be the worst time to lose 3 in a row. And, you know, I guess if you exclude the playoffs, but the Braves do not want that chance of that happening. They need to go into the playoffs strong.
Can't lose 3 in a row in the playoffs. The 1-2, Hyannis check swing, fouls it back. Count stays at 1 and 2 with the bases empty and nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. Of course, best of 3 style.
Guess you could theoretically do it if you lose the last game of the regular season.
But in the postseason alone, you can't even lose back-to-back. 1-2 on Hyannis. Sergow's pitch home as he takes low and away for ball 2. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Braves still unclear who they're going to play. The Eastern bracket a little bit more clear. The field is set in the East. Orleans will miss the playoffs. Everyone else in. The 2-2. Hyannis rolls it softly up the first base line into the glove of Costello. He taps first for the first out of the bottom of the 6th inning.
The center fielder from Oregon, number 32.
Yeah, it should
Jax
be interesting to see how all lines up.
Center field, Jimenez.
Because you've got the
number 32.
Top of the division still to be decided between the Red Sox and Whitecaps. But those two will be hosting their first round matchups. Mariners and Anglers still separated by 5. Could switch before the end here.
Braves, on the other hand, could finish as low as 3rd. First pitch to Jack Jimenez. It's the righty hitter. Rolls it softly to short. Picked up by Waite. He flips to first in time. Back-to-back groundouts tossed by Josh Surgow, and there's 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th.
That's the way you got to do it with just 3 outs to
The
play.
shortstop from Stanford, number 11, Charlie Bates. Shortstop, Bates, number 11.
So Falmouth can hold, rather, if Hyannis can hold on in this game, they'll be 1 point back at the Braves. Falmouth has not played yet today. Also be another game to look at, down 5 points against the Braves in the standings. Here's the lefty hitter Bates. The first pitch home as he takes strike 1. Bates so far today 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts and a walk. Harbor Hawks scored in 3 consecutive innings from the 2nd through the 4th, but not since. So we're here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 0-1. Bates takes changeup low in the zone for a called strike. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Hyannis up 4-2. Braves went down 4-0 early. Tagged on 2 in the 5th. For a 1-2-3 6th. 0-2. Bates takes the fastball downstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Is it still a save situation in a 7-inning game?
It's a good question. Got to talk to the experts about that one.
Might find that out next half inning. 1-2. Bates lifts it back foul to the screen. 1-2. Bates trying to extend this inning. As we've seen at times, a lead that Hyannis has over Bourne, never safe. Went up 8-0 in a game earlier this season, only won by 1. The 1-2, Bates takes outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And I think Falmouth could say the same thing about the last time the Braves were in action before today.
Yeah, their ability to come back in games is unrivaled from any West team we've seen so far. It's pretty remarkable.
2-2 with 2 gone. The pitch. Bates rolls it softly to second. Backhand for Medlock on the ground. He picks it up, throws it into the dugout. That throw was about 10 feet above Costello, the first baseman, as Medlock made a good stop at it, but could not get the throw.
He's struggling right now.
The right fielder from
He's made a few
Madison,
mistakes
number
defensively,
18,
and that one just
Clay
a little bit
Thompson.
too much of a mistake.
Right
if you
field
will.
Thompson, number 18.
Lucky everyone's okay after that throw. So the inning continues. Bates goes to second automatically, but it is a single. So single and a throwing error puts Bates in scoring position, and here's Clay Thompson, man at second and 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch home to the righty. He takes fastball low, 1-0. And I think we're starting to see maybe the lack of depth on the position player side. Medlock not necessarily playing out of position, but he's not the starkest defender to have right there.
The only position of depth right now for the Braves is the catcher position. And I guess your third baseman in Piketowski right now defensively, but the Braves only have 1 guy on the bench. It's Bryce Eastep, and you're really in a tough situation now where you're likely seeing the same guys going to be playing the same positions. I don't see Rustin Rigdon, Matt Bolton, Riker Waite, or Luke Costello moving at all for the foreseeable future.
I'd agree there. 1-0 on Thompson. Pitch inside, 2-0. Thompson has had a pretty productive day. He's been on base 3 times. 1 for 1 with an RBI single, 2 walks, stolen base, and a run scored. 2-0 on him. Surgal looks at second. The pitch home is outside. 3 balls and no strikes. And Devon, what was looking like potentially quick inning, now could really extend. The Braves don't want to waste more arms. They want Surgal to be the last one.
This is really hurting them, not just in this game, but in the ones that happen tomorrow and on Sunday. It kills you.
A lot of baseball to be played. The 3-0 is in there for a strike, a fastball in the inside corner, 3-1. And we were talking about it a little bit pregame, but the Braves probably only wanted to use maybe 2 relievers today. And they're now at 2, but again, you can't afford to have Surgal get out of this game. 3-1 pitch is inside. Klay Thompson takes a 5-pitch walk. It's now runners at first and second. 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Casey, ideally, it was only 2 pitchers for the entire ball game. I think that's a little bit of a far-fetched dream in most situations, but you're getting to that situation where you might see a new arm come in this game that you didn't really want to. 4 pitchers is unideal for a regular 9-inning game sometimes.
Tough, especially against a team like Hyannis that has given the Braves pitching trouble times this year. Here's Miller, the lefty hitter. Kaydence digs in. First pitch home, double steal. The pitch is low. Mabius drops the ball. Tried to get it out of his glove, and a perfectly executed double steal throws off Mabius. 1 ball and no strikes on Miller, with now runners in second and third.
It's now the second consecutive time on a stolen base that Berkeley Mabius has fumbled the transition. It's not the first time he's done that this year as well.
So 1-0 on Miller. Single could drive in 2 and put this game out of reach. The pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. I shouldn't say totally out of reach because the Braves are a good comeback team, but the offense today has really struggled for Bourne. Outside of the top of the 5th, where they put up 2 on a little bit of small ball. Even count at 1-1 on Miller. Leads the team in RBI with 13. Pitch home. So he lifts it straight to the Hyannis dugout on the left side, foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I was looking online, there's like a thing where you can take a major Whitman school and...
Yeah, I know some people who do that.
I'm sure it's a lot.
It is. The other thing about Whitman is that you have to pass, oh my god, you have to do this.
So 1 and 2 on Miller.
1-2.
He looks for RBI number 14 and potentially 15 on his season. The pitch home. Miller slaps it back, foul over the netting. Inning started with 2 groundouts, then a single and an error that put Bates on second, and a walk to Klay Thompson, and then a double steal. So both runners are earned technically. The 1-2 runs inside. Did it hit him? Yes, it did. Caden Miller gets tapped on the knee, and that loads the bases. Surgal losing control of this inning.
Yeah, to say the least. After what should have been over, maybe.
From USC Upstate,
it
number
continues
10,
to work
Tyler
and develop,
Lang.
not in the Braves' way. They cannot allow a run here.
Number 10.
The difference between coming back from 2 and 3 is pretty drastic.
Reminder, this is a 7-inning game. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Hyannis up 4-2, bases loaded, and 2 out for Tyler Lang, who is 1 for 2. A single, sack bunt, and a flyout. Righty hitter digs in against the southpaw Surgal. The pitch, Lang pops it back foul over the netting. No balls and 1 strike on Lang. It's an opportunity to really pad the lead here. Bases loaded and 2 gone. Inning started with 2 quick outs, too. Surgal giving up contact and is not been able to find the strike zone. 0-1. Lang takes inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the obvious here, Devon, is you can't allow a walk, but I'm sure Surgal is flustered after giving up now 3 base runners and 2 free passes in the inning.
Yeah, it's not easy to just forget about everything that just happened in the last 3 batters.
And a balk. Surgal was out of the windup with the bases loaded, and Bates comes in to score on the balk. Thompson to third, Miller to second, and this is getting ugly. 5-2 Hyannis.
Worst way to allow a run is a balk, and Scott Landers protests for a moment, but it doesn't last long. And for Surigao, who now in his two most recent appearances look solid at the start and then just can't have it, it's definitely frustrating for him and the Braves.
Surigao was toe tapping a little bit out of the windup, so probably the right call, but Landers, of course, going out there to protest. 1-1 pitch to Lang with 2 in scoring position, is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Now a 5-2 game. If they do end up crediting safe situations in a 7-inning game, it would still be one as of right now. 2-1 outside, 3-1 on Tyler Lang. And I mean, if you're Scott Landers, if this is a walk, do you consider putting a guy up and throwing?
There is action in the bullpen right now for the Braves, so you may.
Can't really afford to, though. 3-1, Lang takes a fastball upstairs for ball 4, and that'll reload the bases. Lang on first, Miller on second, Thompson on third, with 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hawks up by 3. It's 5-2. They're just taking pitches. That's 3 consecutive free passes thrown by Surigao.
First base, Lamb, number 9.
That'll bring up Andrew Lamb. Lamb doubled back in the second. He's retired via the strikeout in the third. Reached on a fielder's choice 2 innings after that. Lefty on lefty, the pitch home with the bases loaded as Lamb takes in there for a strike. 0-1. Lamb looking to really pad the lead like we talked about. Already 1 across in the inning for the Harbor Hawks, up by a triple. 0-1. Lamb takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lamb shuffles back into the box with his black bat. No batting gloves for him. He scales the back of the box, now waits. 1-1 pitch from Surigao as Lamb checks his swing and a called strike. 1-2. Surigao a pitch away from getting out of the inning. That has completely gotten away from him. 2 ground outs to start it. He's given up 4 consecutive base runners, plus a double steal and a balk. So strike away as he covers his face out of the windup, fires the 1-2. Lamb rips it straight away right field. Bolton comes in, and he makes the catch while sliding down to the ground. Good play by Bolton out and right to keep this game close. Last chance for the Braves coming up. We go to the top of the 7th inning, 5-2 Harbor Hawks.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Life can be full of surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always ready to support you when you need it. With an Eastern Propane and Oil technician on the way, your family's comfort is our priority. Our local team, over 500 strong, ensures your home is comfortable and warm. Eastern Propane and Oil, a local team with 24/7 service and delivery, ensuring comfort when you need it most.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Hyannis Harbor Hawks up by 3. It's 5-2 as we take things to the top of the 7th inning. This is the final frame. The Braves trying to come back from what is now a 3-run deficit after giving up 1 last half inning. It'll be 3, 4, and 5. Riker Waite, Luke Costello, and Berkeley Mabius, switch hitter, righty switch hitter, against Kevin Landry-Farr. Not sure if this is an official save situation for him. A 7-inning game, but he'll probably treat it like one, Devon. Trying to get Hyannis back within 1 point of the division lead.
I think it's an anticlimactic setting for such an important game, one at 1 o'clock instead of under the lights, but this is a big situation for both teams, and the Braves have to come out swinging here.
Braves are also 1-4 in day games entering today. Here's Riker Waite, switch hitter batting lefty, first pitch. Fastball outside, 1-0. Waite 0 for 3, ground out, strikeout, fly out on his line. Coming off his best game of the season against Falmouth, has not had the same fortunes today. Farr deals the 1-1, rather 1-0, as Riker Waite skies it high in the air, right field. It is off the scoreboard, gone. First home run of the year for Riker Waite. Braves back within 2. It's 5-3. There you go. First home run coming out of big time with the Braves down to their final 3 outs. Now only down by 2.
And that's what you get out of Riker Waite. He is a smaller, compact build, but he's like a spring. And when he can release energy, the ball goes far.
Tim Corbin, the Vanderbilt head coach, once called him a little spark plug, excuse me. Here's Luke Costello, first pitch home to the righty as he rolls it on the ground to short. Backhand for Bates, he picks it up, fires to first. It is in time. Man, I think if Costello was running a little harder, he probably beats that out.
It was close, really, really close. And
from Mississippi State.
I think there's a little bit of energy for the Braves to swing at first pitches right now because of what you just saw from Riker Waite, but you got to take your time in a sense and slow it down.
There's Berkeley, maybe a switch hitter batting lefty. He doubled back in the second. Could use another one here. Down by 2. Pitch home with 1 out. Low, 1-0. Braves are a comeback team. It's been that way the whole season, but losing back-to-back games entering today, they weren't able to muster up comebacks against Brewster and Falmouth. Maybe it'll be different today. The 1-0, Mabius takes inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Matt Bolton on deck, who has a home run this season. 1 out and the base is empty. The 2-0 pitch to Mabius, outside and high. 3 balls and no strikes, and guessing a take all the way coming up.
That's the smart play. Maybe it's a big swinger, but you want to sit back in this one and let it happen to you.
3-0 pitch. Mabius takes outside. And now, with Mabius going to first on the walk, Matt Bolton comes up representing the tying run.
Number 28, Matt Bolton.
The sentiment we talked about last inning,
number 28,
about Scott Landers not wanting to waste pitchers, I think can be applied to Mitch Carricker as well, the skipper for the Harbor Hawks, who also has to play a doubleheader in just a little while. Second leg of it coming against Harwich.
The double-edged sword, as Scott Landers put it.
Toss back to first and maybe a safe.
Because do you save pitchers and take the gamble on betting on your guy who might be showing a little bit of gray area pushing forward, but understanding the importance of this game, maybe bring a new guy in?
Lefty hitter Bolton waits the pitch as he scoops and misses at a low breaking ball, 0-1. Bolton's been on base 3 times, hasn't lifted the bat off his shoulder. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Austin Hawk on deck, who already has a hit today. Mabius at first, the 0-1. Bolton swings and misses once again at a low pitch. Not able to locate that low changeup, it seems. It's 0-2. Kevin Landry-Farr, one of the top pitchers on this Hyannis team, is not known for pitching necessarily. 8th best ERA in the league out of 10. 0-2 pitch. Bolton cracks it to the left, foul over the screen. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes with Mabius at first. Got there via the walk. Braves already with 1 across in this inning after the Riker Waite homer. And trail 5-3. Their biggest regular season game to date. 0-2. Bolton takes low on the changeup. Didn't swing that time, 1-2.
1-2. I'm healthy. I got cleared.
Sure, the Braves would love to move Mabius, but they don't have a pinch runner really that could take his spot. That's why he's still out there. The 1-2 outside, 2-2.
Again, maybe it's not the run that matters at the end of the day. The person behind him is still going to have to score, and that being Matt Bolton, who's generally a speedy guy. And with Bryce Estep as your only option, you're not really getting much more out of Estep in the base paths than you are Bolton.
You take away the double play, though.
True.
The 2-2. Bolton takes outside, ball 4. The tying run is aboard. Bolton on first. Maybe it's on second. And hold on a second. It's a live ball. They throw it to second. Maybe it's in a pickle. The ball got away, and maybe it's still in a pickle. Thrown back to first, and the tag put on by Lang. Maybe is out. And Matt Bolton thought it was ball 4. I think we all did, maybe. I'm not sure if the scoreboard was wrong. But that is a huge out number 2.
I think the scoreboard must have been wrong and tricked Matt Bolton.
So maybe is retired. Now 3-2, and Matt Bolton, not expecting to be down to his final strike, is down to his final strike. Base is empty and 2 gone. Payoff pitch from far as Bolton stays alive, cracks it to the left, foul. I mean, that's just really confusing.
It's odd. It's a mental mistake from the Braves right now that need to be a little bit more attentive in every part of their game, defensively in all parts.
Payoff pitch again. Bolton rips it straight to the second baseman's glove and Kirk, and that'll end it. Final score 5-3 in favor of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks as the Braves drop their 3rd straight game. Hyannis wins its 4th in a row, and now Hyannis back 1 point of the division after winning tonight in 7, rather today. We'll have more games tonight, though. Second leg of the doubleheader coming up later for the Braves, but Devon, just a really frustrating game. Probably one of the most frustrating games offensively for the Braves all season.
No doubt. This one is a real killer. And just with everything involved, the mental mistake at the end and what could have been something different, the Braves should be very disappointed, but also use it as motivation going into tonight against the Gatemen.
That game will be at Spillane Field. We'll take you there later. But Braves with an unfortunate loss. If there are save situations, Kevin Landry Farr earns the save. Aiden Stillman takes the loss. And the win will go to Jonah Barkov. Final score 5-3. Stick with us. We'll have a post-game interview coming up here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network. Final lines, Braves with 3 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors. Hawks with 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. We will step aside here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
It's empty in the valley of your...
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
A Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to this guys with Cape Air.
Braves lose 5-3. We send it sideline to Kaydence Kilhof, who's with the little spark plug. Kaydence, take it away.
Thanks, Kasey. I'm here with Riker Waite, the infielder from Vanderbilt. Riker, you just hit your first home run of the season. What were you seeing at the plate?
Yeah, Rustin gave me a good scouting report the inning before. He saw him the inning before and just told me what his pitches were doing, and went up there and saw something right down the middle and put my best swing on it.
Today, Bourne left 7 runners stranded on base. You guys only hit one of those in. How bad do you think that hurt you guys in the long run?
Yeah, it did. We just didn't stack good at-bats up together, including me. I mean, I take a lot of pride in having good at-bats every time I go up there. So I think just being able to stack at-bats and next game, and we'll be fine.
You guys only had game 1 of 2. You play Wareham later on today. Do you think seeing those live at-bats earlier on will help you in the long run?
Absolutely. We're just getting started. We got to win tonight, and again, just stack it all together, play good defense, have good at-bats, and pitch on the mound, and we'll be fine.
How do you think your team is feeling on an energy standpoint?
Yeah, we're fine. We had 2 off days the past 2 days, so just getting able to be back out here and play with all these guys, it's just awesome. I'm so grateful for the opportunity, so we'll be fine. We'll be ready to go.
Wareham just beat Katuitt 7-1. They're a sneaky team. What do you guys need to clean up for the win tonight?
Yeah, just the bad at-bats that we had in today's game, just putting together good at-bats tonight, and we'll get the win.
All right, thanks so much, Riker, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Riker and Kaydence. We will take a quick break here on the Bourne Braves. We will step aside here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network.